Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I vibed out. You know how I do. Can't complain. Yeah, been a productive day too, man. So you know, all is well in the hood. How about you, man?
Yeah, no complaining here. Hump day. Got some gloomy weather out here, but you power through.
Absolutely.
It's Pittsburgh. It's what we do.
I'm glad you said it was hump day. Yeah. No.
It's just like those middle of the week vibes right now for me.
I totally forgot it was hump day. That make a lot of sense for how I've been feeling like I felt today when I was working. It just felt like you had to push through it. You're right. And then you throw in this like rainy snow weather. Yeah.
The daylight savings got us messed up now too because it's getting darker so much earlier.
Oh, also they're saying that I'm a little quiet on my levels.
Hey, I got us. That might have been me messing with it before.
Can you hear me now, baby? What the lovers talk about?
How about now?
Hey. You think I like a little delay? Just gotta wait for it. Here we go. Nope, standing still? Maybe.
Updates, anyone, please?
Wait on.
Mix is low. Moats, could you repeat everything you just said?
Alright, is standing still not hearing me? You got levels on here though, right? Yeah, I got my levels down here. I got levels up here as well.
Hold on, yeah, try like replugging it in or something. I'll do the same.
Alright.
How about now?
Can y'all hear me?
Mike's still bad, still low.
Right, dude. Yeah.
Huh? Mine's good.
Your levels or my levels? Yeah, you're actually good. I am still low. You. Okay, yeah.
I mean, I ramped you up.
Oh, there it is. You. Still. You.
They're right. Your mic wasn't on.
Well.
You can blame me for that because you don't. So I'll give you guys some context on the mixer. The number one outlet, or the number one plug, is broken because like I got one of the XLR ends stuck in it.
Yeah.
So number two is the number one, and number three is actually the number two.
There we go.
And I pressed 1 and 2. Okay.
Now all is good because I was over here looking at my levels. I'm like, yo, even on my mix, because we run a 2-mixer set. We got your mixer to my mixer to YouTube. I'm like, yo, I see my levels, but they're super low. That was it. Great now. So now we're good. All is well in the hood. So to spin the block one more time, shout out to Research as well. Research how you just vibed out through whatever is going on.
What?
I said shout out to Research because it's just how you vibed out through whatever could be going on, good or bad. Like the mic's not working like they were supposed to. So we good now. But to spin the block, we did start off by saying that, you know, it was a good day in the hood, man. Productive day, snowy, gloomy day. And Deke reminded me that it was hump day. So then I kind of got a little excited again. Yeah, I like hump day. So all is well, man.
Yeah, man. Wait. Yeah, I guess they heard everything I said. So I don't really got to repeat anything, right?
All right, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's getting darker earlier here. It's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh weather. It's cold now. We had our streak of this amazing Indian summer weather going into
true. This is
November.
very true.
Like usually, you know, you get September, October, but man, we're getting 60, 70-degree days in early November. Now we're getting snow. It is what it is.
Hey, man, you just got to take the good with it good, baby. So, oh, yes, and it was Sabotage 55. I'm glad that somebody called Deke out on that. They said you were sabotaging me, man.
I was trying to take over the show.
You rolling with Canada, man. See, I knew there was something going on. I knew the fix was in.
Why would I sabotage you, though?
I don't know, man. You never know. Everybody got their reasons, man. It always is. But anywho, all is well over here. So, let's start the show how we always do, because I can't think of anything else on my mind right now. I mean, we got plenty we're going to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
We got plenty of talk.
There's
exciting.
a ton of stuff that pops up.
Plenty to talk about. So, man, let's not waste any time today, man. So, with that being said, let us know where you are tuning in from, and we will give you those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. Also, make sure you hit the like button if you have not done so, and subscribe while you are at it, baby.
All right. We got Vegas. TJG saying it's a perfect 57 in Vegas.
That sounds beautiful over there, too.
Jar Devil, 310, San Pedro, California. Austin Gow, 804, Prince George, Virginia.
Oh, shout out to Prince George. Absolutely.
Cal Monier, 802, Green Mountain State.
There he is.
Cody Craven, 512, Austin, Texas.
All right. There
Michael.
it is.
Gettysburg, the 717.
Okay, let me tap in real quick, man. I got President Nitty tuning in from the 419. Richie Cortez, the 760. Cali in the house. Can't forget about the homie Sammy Buckets tuning in from the 918. Tulsa, Oklahoma. And you know Leah Warren. She always tuning in, pulling up 254 Killeen, Texas in the house. Got the homie Michael Tiger tuning in from the 215. Philly in the building. But he's still repping. Stills all day. That's what we love to hear. Steely Don tuning in from 814, Johnstown, PA. And then I got Kurt Von A tuning in from the 412. You love to see that. What you got on your end? Anything else, man?
I'll say a few more. Buddha Blaze, the 813, Tampa Bay. Jerry Ramos. What's up, guys?
What'd it do?
From Riverside, California.
Riverside.
Rod Dallas, 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Shareline, baby. And then
Put some respect on it.
Close it out with Jim Himes. The 814, Altoona.
Nah, I like that. And Deke, so that way I don't do what I did last time and wait till like the last 20 minutes of the show to get the read off. I'm going to do it at the front end today, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today's show is brought to you by Into the AM. And first off, I love Into the AM because they are a company that are designed specifically for the content creators, the people that love to express themselves. Kind of like me and you, Deke. We got that artistic creativity, content creator, label going on with us. And as you can see, I got one of their shirts on right here, one of the graphic tees. Now, Deke also knows because he rocks the non-graphic tees, but that's the duality of Into the AM. They got both elements of it. Premium material, man. Feels nice and smooth, and it makes your biceps look a little bit bigger, too. I ain't even work out today. I saw you peeping me, though, when you walked in. I saw you was like, yo, did you curl a little bit? No, it's the shirt, bro. I promise. But we don't talk about anybody if we can't give something back to y'all, baby. And we got a promo code. Promo code is Moats, or you can use the website or the link below, intotheam.com/Moats10, so you can get your 10% off of your purchase at intotheam.com. Promo code, once again, is Moats. You see the website, you see the link right there, and you see the threads, baby. So shout out to Into the AM.
It's funny, we had that read today. I'm actually rocking an Into the AM shirt on.
What?
Yeah.
Bro.
I know I got my Big Deke Energy
your
hoodie on, but no, I got Into the AM. I mean, it
Let's
goes
go.
hand in hand with
Let's
everything
go.
you said about the quality.
Let's go,
it's just
bro.
like the perfect soft tee.
No, facts. And, I'm a guy.
I'm disappointed I don't have it, like,
It's all
showing
good.
and
It's all
whatnot.
good,
but,
bro.
like, you could, like, throw it under a flannel. Just It's a really great
comfy
fit.
as heck, bro. Absolutely. But I love, with the graphic ones, how they do got my astronauts, because, I'm always traveling the galaxy. I'm always researching, trying to see what's out there, baby. So it's always good to be able to rock that and, live vicariously through myself. So shout out to that. Shout out to Into the AM. And shout out to y'all as well. So now, let's get with it.
Fish Momentum, first super chat of the day. Says, what's good?
What's good, baby?
I'm sick.
Huh?
Prayers to all.
Oh, no.
Hashtag Steelers.
Like sick. Not like I'm sick. Ugh.
I'm thinking, yeah, he can't make it to GNC right now.
So like that type of sick.
Yeah, maybe a little cough, stuffy nose or something.
Enough to call off from work, but you're not too down bad, so you're still
Nah,
able to be
he's
a part of
tuning
it.
into
I
the
like
show right now.
Style official. I could dig that. You do got to take care of yourself. But if we're able to give you at least a little bit of, just a break from the monotony of being ill or under the weather, man, that's what we're here for, man. So salute you for tuning in, and we appreciate you. We're going to keep that content rolling for you today, official momentum.
Calculated Snipe has joined the upper room.
Oh, pull up gang one time, then what up, and welcome to, in terms of Calculated Snipe, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And let me check my eyeballs. Oh, I think I see some color that popped up on the screen. Do you see any color that popped up on the screen? I think I see a little color.
We got a few.
All right.
We got one that stands out a little bit.
Okay. Because you see the color a little bit better than me. It's a little vibrant on your screen. My screen a little dark.
Sorry, let's go UW and Black and Water. We're going to skip you here for a second.
Oh, you are.
We're going to go to Damon Brown. Says, what's happening, guys? Once again, can't wait to see you guys in Pittsburgh this weekend. I still have yet to meet Damon Brown.
Bro, he's out here every weekend too, bro.
I haven't met
At least at
Damon
the
Brown,
games,
right?
he's there,
you
yeah.
let me know in the chat,
Yeah.
unless I met you at a
He
tailgate
literally
like
he
a couple
says it
years
like
ago.
every time I see it.
I-
He's
so
like,
I
bro,
ha-
I'm
I
looking
haven't
for
met him.
Damon. I'm looking for. I mean, he's like, I'm looking for Deke. I haven't seen Deke. Yes, I don't think you've seen him either. I don't think you.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was, like I said, a tailgate 2 or 3 years ago. He says, what's happening, guys? Once again, can't wait to see you guys in Pittsburgh this weekend. Hope to meet some of the others from the chat as well. Maybe this week we get a win and I run into Deke for that pick.
Hey, there it is.
Shout out to Trina and AJ Martinez.
There it is. There it is. Always got to shout out to Trina and definitely AJ for the culture.
Thanks for the support, bro.
No, absolutely, 100%, man.
And we got Let's Go UW. He says, sup, guys? Missed Monday. Busy celebrating a clean sweep
Hey.
of rivalry trophies. Your Dukes better step up their sacks before we pass JMU.
It's all good, man. You know, we got Georgia State coming to town this weekend, and yeah, we're gonna try to run them numbers up. I'm actually excited about that, Dick. I get to be in attendance. I get to get back on my color commentary again.
Nice.
You know, throw on the suit, have all that type of fun.
ESPN Plus?
Yeah, man. ESPN Plus once again, 2:00 kickoff, man. If y'all can tune in, check it out. Yours truly will be calling the game. So no, man, definitely excited about that. But nah, man, my Dukes, they're gonna get right. They're gonna keep getting them sacks. Don't you worry. Mm-hmm.
Why'd he bring that up in relation to Wyoming? Is there something going on there?
I'm not sure.
Little
Unless he's talking
rivalry
about,
brewing
no,
between
he might be
JMU
talking
and
about
Wyoming?
just total sacks for the season.
Oh,
Yeah, because we got a ton. Yeah, he might be talking about that.
okay. I got
Even
you.
though it's funny to me, man, I feel like at the NFL level, we focus more on who's leading the league in sacks, who's leading the league in passing yards and stuff like that. Whereas collegiately, I don't always feel like that's as important because most of the time we're looking and saying like, okay, this team is good, but then who are the players that are going to the league? Versus, you know, a guy can be leading the league in rushing yards, but he's playing at a school and we're like, bro, you're not, like, we don't view you as a Heisman candidate. We don't view you as that tier. So it kind of gets overlooked per se. Whereas at the NFL, when you're leading the league in rushing at the NFL level, like everyone's talking about it. When you Justin Jefferson, right? It's no question like, bro, this dude is going crazy. If I say, yo, D, who the top 3 receivers statistically right now in NCAA? We over here like, man, got my man from Ohio State. Marvin Harrison.
That's a good way to put it.
Uh-huh.
No clue. 'Cause you know there's always like 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the top 5 from like Hawaii or some other bullshit school that just throws it 100 times a
But
game.
when we're talking quarterbacks for the draft, man, we talking C.J. Stroud, we talking Bryce Young, we going down.
Yeah,
that
wasn't
list,
Bailey
you know what I
Zappi
mean?
like a top 5 guy
come
last
on.
year in college? 'Cause he throws so much.
Yeah, bro.
That's a good way to look at it. There's too much diversity and variety. There's so many teams in college football that, yeah, you could have a dude on a team in a weak conference, but maybe that team's just up that year, and he's facing like an easy schedule, so he's putting up a ton of stats. But like, how relevant is it, or
it doesn't seem as relevant,
right, compared to maybe some of the other schools in the SEC, ACC, all that other type of stuff. That's actually a pretty good way to put it. I like that.
Nah.
Black and Martyr, I'm alive.
Oh, whoa. Black and Martyr actually has another Black and Martyr as well. Before we get to that Black and Martyr, we're going to go to his big Black and Martyr.
Okay, we'll just read them twice.
Let's do it, man. Let's give him all the attention right now. Black and Martyr has earned it. We greatly appreciate you, Black and
He
Martyr.
didn't have to do this.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Did
what I'm
I
saying.
guilt trip him or something?
I don't know.
He
I don't
dropped
know.
100 here
But I'm just like, bro,
on
I don't know if
Super
you
Chat.
saw what I was seeing. I just seen something just pop. Yeah. Salute you, Black and Martyr. And trust me, we have always missed you. And not compensation-wise, just in general. Like, you in the chat. Just throwing that out there, man.
This is what he says. This should make up for my missed donations and some in the future. LOL. Got to support the channel.
Nah, man. Big time salute to you. If like I said, Black and Martyr, man. Dude, I got to run into you again, too, man. Shoot, it was like one time we were like seeing each other like every couple of weeks, it seemed like, man.
Yeah, bro.
But no, man, we definitely appreciate your support, man, from the heart. And hope you have been well.
He also says, I'm alive. Just been busy with work and can't watch live much these days. Wanted to pop in real quick and say what's up.
Nah, man.
Thanks, bro.
From the heart, man. We greatly appreciate you, man. And either way, if you're tuning in live or if you catch us on the replay, as long as you supporting and tuning in, man, that's all that matters, baby. So we appreciate you from the heart.
Yeah, and even if you can't do that, if you're just living your life to the fullest,
Heck yeah, man.
we appreciate that.
As long as you at peace, that's all that matters, baby.
Yeah, 100%. You got to take care of business in the real world. Work, family.
Yeah.
It happens. So sometimes you might miss a lot, but you also might even miss a couple episodes throughout a week.
Yeah.
You always come back around.
Absolutely.
Because we know the content's A1.
Come on, man.
Fish Momentum. You guys give me hope. #1 podcast. #headcold.
Well, we greatly appreciate you. And get that head cold up out of here, baby. You know we got your back, all right?
Fish Momentum says, Ambition, a special guest. Arthur Moats and Deke podcast.
Uh-oh. Well, we know if we ever need that to happen, we got the plug.
Absolutely.
Official Momentum is definitely the plug.
Come on, yeah. If AB got invited to be recognized as a Steeler alum, do you think he'd get a standing ovation? Or do you think it'd be a little mixed? AB is a legend, but him leaving Pittsburgh wasn't pretty. Hashtag Tony TT.
Tony Toe Tap. Yeah. It probably will be mixed because you're gonna get the diehard fans that just love what he did, the moments that he brought, the memories that he brought, and the nostalgia. So you're gonna get that part, but then I'm sure you're gonna get the people that feel some type of way about his antics and the stuff that he's been doing since he left here. But I do think that it would probably if you got him, if it was 70-30. If you got him this Sunday before he did anything else, probably 70-30, 60-40. Okay. The longer this goes and the more chances he gets to keep doing and saying and tweeting and Snapchatting, Lord have mercy, the Snapchat is on. It's insane, D. It's insane.
Wait, what? The Snapchat?
Bro,
all I seen was he posted the text messages between him and Ben years ago.
Those were cool. That was lightweight.
Wait, there's more stuff going on.
The Brady text, that was lightweight, man. Yeah.
Wait, that's light.
Bro, the Snapchat, it gets wild. It was wild. That's all. It gets wild. Okay?
You're on Snapchat.
No, but you can. It's not hard to find this stuff, bro. When he's
Did this happen today? I thought everything was chill.
Like a week ago. It was literally right before the Brady. It was either the day before, 2 days before the Brady, or right after the Brady stuff.
I haven't even seen this.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, it gets.
Any hints at what happens, or you just gonna find out?
Let's see.
Warnings. Disclaimers.
Have your volume off or be private. Don't watch it on your work computer. Can we leave it at that? All right, there we go. No
not
kids
suitable
around
for work.
Yes, no kids around. All right, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Yeah. But he'd be having fun, man. So I guess it's fun for him. It's just fun. So it's all love. But I'm figuring the more it goes on, then it might start to be a little bit harder for the people to be like, all right, I'm gonna overlook the off the field and just stick with the cheering. All right, But everybody's different, though, so we shall see, man.
Any reaction to the Ben text?
No. The same way I had no reaction to the Brady text, man. Yeah. I was trying to figure out, what was he trying, because I thought...
The Ben text come off as a huge positive.
Yeah.
They had a good relationship. Maybe some of the stuff was overblown in the moment.
And when I looked at the Brady one, it looked like a dude that was just trying to hold him accountable.
Looking out for AB.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of confused with both of them. I'm like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with either one. Maybe you could give me some guidance on that. I didn't know. I saw both of them, though. And I was like, all right. Yeah.
It looks like at this point, AB respects Ben more than Brady. That's my take.
Okay. How'd you get that take anyways, man? I was just asking.
Because AB is putting out texts that make it seem like his relationship with Ben is positive. And it's all good. Like maybe AB missed those moments. Maybe he regrets how things ended in Pittsburgh. Whereas the Brady one, he's doing it wrong because Brady's in the right. He's looking out for AB. But I think AB posting that, it's almost like the Giselle stuff. He's like pointing at Brady, see, dude, look, I got you. You ain't a good friend or something. But Brady is a good friend by doing that.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know what's going on in AB's mind there, but I'm just thinking it feels like he's got a more positive outlook on Ben right now over Brady. I'll just put it to you that way. That's my interpretation of it all.
All right. It make my hair hurt when I try to think like him, so that's why I just figured I'd ask you, man. Yeah. I look at it, I'm like, bro, I can't follow it, bro.
That's my takeaways. But Brady was, I thought it was a good message from Brady. It's like, bro, I want you to get back on the right path. And
I was really glad to see that actually somebody
get around some better
would
people.
Say something like that, man. Like, yeah. But yes, so the sooner he would come back, the better for him and the applause. The longer, okay, yeah.
All right, we got Fish Momentum. Deke should be OC. Hashtag Twitch. Hashtag Tegrity. Hashtag Sabotage7.
What you got off? What happened?
I mean, I'm throwing some passes that, a year or two ago, I wouldn't have expected. I mean, the
growth and development. Is that what you're telling me?
I wouldn't even say that. I think it was always in me, the talent and the potential.
But you believe in it now,
bro. Hitting these zone seams and borderline double, triple coverage. It's unbelievable. I got to show you this one pass. I really don't think Madden pros are even coming close to making this one pass.
Okay.
I just have it, dude. I have it. And I'm not working with the best of cards out there.
Okay. No,
So
I like
Official
it then.
Momentum, he knows what he's seeing on these Twitch streams.
There it is.
Hunter Gaming. We did get a Mike Wallace card. You know, I think he's the fastest
Shout out
receiver
to the
in the game
speed dude.
right now.
Hey.
Yeah, we were yesterday
I
was
about to
fun.
say,
We were
bro,
just
he
throwing
got that
verticals
battery
on some
pack. He
dudes.
got that.
It was pretty
Yeah.
fun. Hunter Gaming.
What do they have him listed as speed-wise on the game?
It's weird because Ultimate Team is all about when the card comes out.
Oh.
So right now he
Man,
is
he
the
still
best
was
receiver.
fast. He been fast his whole NFL career.
So I'll put it to you this way.
Yeah.
Right now, a probably average to above average receiver in terms of speed and Ultimate Team would be 91, 92.
Oh. Tell me, you said this
Mike
average?
Wallace is 95. No, I'd say like that's a solid rating, a 91, 92 speed guy. Mike Wallace is
I
95.
was like, dang, if that's what's
With the
average, what
Steelers
the game,
theme
Lord.
team, I think that is the fastest receiver in the game right now.
Okay,
So they
okay.
are giving him respect in
Respect
terms
that.
of speed.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Like they just dropped a Tyreek Hill card a couple weeks ago. I think he's around that 93, 94 speed range.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of some context for
Okay,
you.
okay.
No, they gave him respect. I mean, I
I'll
was
say 'cause
I
he
was
could fly,
flying
bro.
past
He
DBs.
could fly.
Trust me.
He could fly, man.
The problem is this Vic card that I
Yeah.
have is starting to become pretty terrible with these misses. It's
No.
bad, bro.
What type of misses?
The cards came out like probably 2-3 months ago. Like just bad misses, just really bad misses. They got his release all jacked up too. Doesn't even look like Michael Vick. It's bad, bro. Like he's got 95 throw deep power, and Mike Wallace is running past him.
What?
He's missing bust by like a mile in the flat. It's just unbelievable.
What's his overall rating?
91.
He's doing dang.
I'm telling you though, no one uses Vic anymore. There's a reason. Not a lot of people like his release. He makes these type of messes with the passes.
Yeah,
Some
why
people
they
think
doing my
Madden
man like
jacked up
that?
a lefty release. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's weird.
Why they trying
I
my
still
dog
make
like
do
that,
I'm telling
man?
you, I'm still some of these
Yeah.
throws are still unbelievable though. It's still like picturesque.
Okay. He still got them wheels though, right?
No, that's the other problem. Like
Man,
it ain't the same. It ain't the same.
what?
It ain't the same because they have defensive linemen and linebackers right now that are basically the same speed as Michael Vick.
That's blasphemy when you're talking Madden and you're talking Vic.
It's
That's
unbelievable.
impossible.
Yeah, I use Michael
Impossible,
Vick as a
bro.
pocket passer right now. What? Yeah, it's not right. There was a
that's
time,
nuts.
probably like of my last stream or two,
Oh.
whenever I ran one in for a touchdown. It was probably a little 10-yard scramble. I was like, wow, this is the first time I actually felt like I got to use Michael Vick as Michael Vick. The first time.
That's nuts, man.
Because the first time or two that I got the card and I was trying to do some scrambles and do
the
some
speed
boots
part
and
of
get
Vic
out
is
into
what
space.
makes him so dope on the game.
All you got to do is put contains with these
Yeah, bro.
defensive linemen and linebackers, and it's not a problem because they're just as fast as Vic.
That's
It's unbelievable.
That is nuts.
It sucks, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Any user error?
On me? No.
right.
Trust me. You know what? There are people
I had
that
to
watch
ask
me
this
that are
nigga, I
probably in
had
the
to
chat.
ask.
You know what? If you think it is user error, drop it in the chat. I think I'm right about
I
that.
was going to say, if y'all feel
I make some bad
like-
decisions. I'm not
Is
talking
Deke
about that.
Varsity or is he JV at the quarterback position? Okay, that's what we need to find out. Let us know in
No,
the
some
chat.
of the dots are phenomenal. Now, I made a couple bad decisions yesterday. Like, I was scrambling around in the backfield a little bit. No one was really open. Should have just thrown it away. But I tried floating it over this linebacker to a guy that was like 20, 30 yards down the field. The linebacker jumped and got it. That was a bad pass. Like, I feel like the Madden mechanics were off a little bit. It should have been lofted a little bit more how I tried to press the button. But, you know, that's on me. I'll blame myself for that. Everything else,
Yes, I can take that. I'll take that.
dude, the dump offs to Bettis on the flat and Vic underthrowing Wallace, like this is just I don't know if it's they screwed Vic's card over completely or it's mad. I don't know. That's not on
funny,
me.
bro.
But yeah, and
That
then
is funny.
Vic not being able to scramble past defensive linemen, that's another mad thing. That stuff's not on me. Are you seeing anything in the chat?
Let's see. I'm seeing people say stop. Whoa. I'm saying, why they saying stop the chat? I was like, wait a minute. Devon Brown has spun the block.
Damn it.
Yes. So we're gonna pause our Madden convo
Sure.
because Damon just stepped up and he wants to talk right now. So we're gonna talk about what Damon wants to talk about right now. And Damon, we greatly appreciate your contributions to the show today. Jeez Louise, Poppy, holy cow. We appreciate you.
Well, before we get to that,
Yes.
I'm seeing some comments. Deke is nasty
Yes.
with it.
Okay.
Deke is solid.
There it is.
I recognize those names too. They watch my
Why
Twitch
the
streams.
homie Kel say JV Deke?
Don't buy it.
He hate it.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably can I keep saying that now? I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm staying away.
Damon Brown. I was curious about something that crossed my mind. In 2002, I attended the Steelers' rookie party at an undisclosed location. A certain rookie, I will say, sat it out. I was young at the time. Let's just say it was memorable to say the least. Did you have one? And if so, how was it? LOL. 2002.
I was not in the NFL in 2002. Let's go ahead and clear that up now. I don't even think I was in high school in 2002. We're going to
set. Steelers.
I was about to say, we're just going to set that precedent
I'm trying to think
now.
off the top of my head.
I ain't know where. I'm glad you were thinking regular. I thought you was trying to ask, was I a part of 2002? I'm like, Deke, don't do that today. All right. I am nowhere near that old. Okay. 2002, was I in middle school? Yes. I might have been in middle school. 8th grade, 9th grade time frame. Yeah. Y'all chill. Okay. But in terms of rookie parties, well, yes, I have participated in one myself when I had to supply the entertainment for said rookie party because I was the rookie. And I had a wise man tell me, if you're going to spend this type of money, you might as well enjoy yourself. So part of me wanted to pout about it and not enjoy it because of the dollar amount that was associated with that night. As a 6th-round draft pick, mind you. But then the other side was like, you know what, man, we going to turn up. So Jesus made water into wine. I made some ones turn up for the people around there. Bottles started popping and everybody had a great time. And I had an awesome night, okay? So that was on the me participating as a, rookie side. But then on the flip side, when I did become a veteran player, we still had a lot of fun. But it was different for me just because at that stage, number one, I was more mature. Number two, I was married with kids. Okay, so as you can see, where the fun would keep going. As I got older, I started to feel like, I'm not going to be rolling with y'all the whole time. All right, so I would participate in the first portion of said rookie parties, and then for the after part of said rookie parties, I would hit the casa and get back home. So that's what I would do. But shout out to those rookie parties, man.
Steelers 2002 draft class: Kendall Simmons, Antoine Randall, Chris Hope, Larry Foote. Ron Haynes, Lee Mays, LeVar Glover, Brent Kiesel, 7th-round pick. It's a really good draft class, actually. Simmons was a good guard for us.
Who were the undrafted guys in that class, too? Because they participate as well. They don't always have to pay the same dollar amount, but they're still a part of that element as well, man.
I got nothing right here.
Okay.
I could check in a little bit.
Yeah.
Veron Haynes, he was solid. He was solid fullback for us. Larry Foote in the 4th round. Chris Hope.
Come on, bro.
He's a stud safety.
You got Footy, Hoke, and Kiesel right there, bro. I like that.
No, not Hoke. That was Hope.
Oh, you said Hope. I thought you said like
even better.
Hoke. Absolutely. Shoot, so even still got 3 knocks. I said 3 knocks. Who was the first runner in that one you said?
No, the first 5 are really good. Kendall Simmons, he was a good guard for us.
Randall in the 2nd.
Chris Hope in the 3rd round.
Was a dope
Larry
class,
Foote
man.
in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Ron Haynes, he was a good fullback for us for a little bit.
Okay.
Fullback / like backup running back. Lee Mays, he was kind of a bust receiver. But then Kiesel in the 7th. That's 6 really good picks.
Yeah. I like
good draft.
Was that Colbert? Shout out to Colbert. Yeah, 02? Yeah, that was definitely Colbert. Yeah.
Wonder who sat out. Hunter Gaming. Hey, fellas. Back from vacation. Looks like Matt America was able to open up the playbook Sunday. Bengals pack ready. Here we go.
Yo, shout out to Matt Canada, though, man. Going back and watching that again, dude. He has some nice stuff going on out there, man. Yeah, bro, he had a good game. Matt Canada he called some stuff that day. He called some stuff. You'd have been proud of him.
I was proud of him.
Yeah.
Should have had 26 points.
No, we should have had more than that.
I get that, but just as is.
Should have been more than that.
Saying, hey, we could have got some more improvement on offense. Overall, we should have had 26.
Yeah, it was a good day, though. It was definitely a good day.
AJ Martinez, Sabotage 7 in the house. It's always in the house. AJ Martinez. Shout out. He switched up his profile pic here.
I was looking. I was like, who's this dude I'm seeing all like?
Yeah, I thought this was a new person, and I was reading AJ Martinez.
It was like, yo, shout out to AJ. Is that AJ? I don't think I've seen AJ's face, though.
I think his face was in the other one. It's just
it was further back. Though,
it's so far away.
This is like super close. Yeah,
it's so far away. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's got to be him.
Maybe it isn't.
Unless it's just some random Google image that he picked out.
This is true.
That could happen.
I know I had to switch my image a couple weeks ago. Somebody like tried to impersonate me. Was acting like they was doing giveaways. They tried to they took my picture in there. I'm like, oh, y'all wildin'. Yeah, man, it was nuts.
And he also says, shout out to Miss Julia. Hope she has a great day.
You know, It's just,
Maybe someone in his life.
got you. I was about to say it's AJ. AJ will hit you with that. So shout out to AJ, and more importantly, shout out to Miss Julia. Miss Julia, we do hope you are having a great day today, man. You sound awesome. Yeah.
Next we got Come On Yeah. Shout out to all the goats in the chat. Hashtag Sabotage7.
Facts on the goats in the chat. Sabotage7, Sabotage 2, Sabotage. Dang, what's the number? Dang. Oh, 10. I was about to say I couldn't remember his number. All right, and then and Sabotage 552. Since Deke, you're part of it now, so all of us are Sabotage. I'm with and Sabotage Vic. Since you said they got Vic throwing all crazy on the video game,
dude.
so
you should see his release. It's
Mike
so
Vic
bad,
too, man.
It's so bad.
Who else gets sabotaged? Now I think about it, man.
It takes forever to throw.
See,
it's so bad.
That's that sabotage, man. It's contagious. That's what they don't tell you about sabotaging. It's contagious. It starts with one player and then it spreads like a wildfire.
AJ, I don't think that's Martinez, but he's giving us some support too.
Yeah, he was like darked out in his joint. Yeah, I like the contrast though. Shout out to AJ.
Let's go UW. Fun KP stat with just 2 touchdown passes on 195 passing attempts.
Hey, I don't do that.
Kenny Pickett joins Jimmy
Don't do
Clausen
that,
and
bro.
Ryan
Oh
Leaf
my
as the
God.
only rookie quarterbacks to have at least 190 passes and a touchdown percentage of 1% or lower.
Why they try my man like that?
We're going to just not look at the rushing touchdowns too? Doesn't he have like 4 or 5 on the air?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just not going to look at the rushing touchdowns?
I think because he played quarterback. I think that's what he was alluding to.
Listen, I've seen some other categories Pickett's in that's a very good class of characters in there. So this is just, all right, a little funny club right there. Pickett's going to blow past those dudes.
Honestly, man, if he just cuts it loose, dude, he'll throw more. You look at this last game, it was probably 3 of them things he left out there, man. He just got to cut loose and believe it, bro.
Well, Ben said that on his podcast, too. I think it was literally the first play, right?
He was talking about the first
Johnson
play.
on the vertical, but then he missed Pickens on the cross.
Yeah.
Pickens was open on that crosser, too.
That's why when we came in here on Monday, he was like, yo, he was fired earlier. I'm like, nah, he was
He was
missing
good.
some.
No, he was just solid. I thought it was like a Monday. I liked, it wasn't perfect beginning, but then it's just like the grittiness, the comeback, and to not turn the ball over and just to have the misses not be in harm's way. I like that.
Yeah, it's just one of them things. It's just always is like, we going to hold him accountable, but at the same time, we not killing him. But you got to hold him accountable. And that's the other part of it. So it's like, yes, he is doing some good things. The no turnover part was huge. But yeah, he definitely got some throws watching it again where it's like, bro, you're seeing it. You have to trust it. You just got to cut it loose. It's like he's almost like not trusting himself or trusting that he can make that throw. But you turn around and in other parts of the game, he actually does make the throw. So I'm just like, bro, just believe it. Just do it. Cut it loose, man.
Let's go UW. Oh, no, that's the KP stat. Yeah, Ryan Leaf quote tweeted. I saw it on Twitter. He quote tweeted it and made a little bit of a joke. Yeah, it was funny.
Okay.
Ryan Leaf, he's got a good personality. I see him out there in the media here and there.
Sometimes you gotta own it.
Yeah,
bro.
he's got good self-awareness. He makes fun of his career and how it played out and everything. And yeah, I think he's doing some good things
than
now.
how Jamarcus Russell handles it. Very night and day with those two.
Black Lavender says 93 overall fields over Michael Vick, and I think there are that 3 or 4 greater than symbols over
like
Michael Vick. I mean, he's accurate. I mean,
it's really like that on the game, man.
Yeah, dude. No, look, I'm telling you, no one uses Michael Vick.
It's nuts though to think that because Vick was the cheat code, bro. He was the ultimate Madden cheat code, and now it's like, yo, you can't even use this dude. It's so flawed to that extent. Like, oh man.
Yeah. AJ Martinez. Shout out. Well, I'm using him. I have tagged him.
Right. Of course you do. And we respect that. That's what we appreciate you and we applaud your efforts, man. And when you win championships, we celebrate them here. You know that.
AJ Martinez says, shout out to Kyle. You're one of the goats in the chat. Peace and love to Moats and Deke. Peace and love to the Steelers in the chat and Steeler Nation.
Oh, man. Salute you, AJ. And peace and love to you as well and your family.
Black Lavender says, Deke is solid. Hold on, I lost it.
He says, but I'm up 1-0 in the series. Y'all went head to head?
Yeah.
He got you?
I don't remember exactly how the game went, but he had a better team than me. That's all. That's my defense. I was outmatched.
Was it victory formation?
It might have been me quitting.
Oh. We didn't even get to the victory. He said, I might just say rage quits. You know what? I'm done.
It might have been me quitting.
Oh, for the record, Deke, my son is definitely a rage quitter, bro. Holy cow. I've been watching him. He gets so animated, so passionate. Like he's about to throw the iPad I'm like, yo, you got to breathe. You got to relax. I didn't know that was in him like that. Like, I feel it, but I don't express it like that, man. Yeah. So do you have any advice on how to tune it up a little bit, or just...
Oh, no. You just accept that.
You
accept that. But what I will say is that there are some times I feel like before you're rage quitting, just think, can I still pull this off? I feel like if I lock in, I can come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost happened yesterday for me. But I think you accept the rage quit. You do it. Don't hold anything back from that.
For sure.
But also maybe just be a little bit more thoughtful in the rage quitting. I know that's hard to do.
It's
a hard balance.
I'm gonna say, hey, great.
It's like channel all that energy in the comeback.
I'm gonna say, hey, great. Before you throw the iPad, cry, lose your mind, and then we have to have this full-on meltdown, just think maybe you can get a comeback in. I got you. All right.
Say like, hey, what about one more series, or try another quarter?
Yeah.
And then if nothing good happens that next quarter,
then
feel free. Then you go
Fair
off.
enough. All right.
Yeah, just tell him maybe he needs to give it a little bit more time.
Yo, because he be losing it.
Do not be afraid to rage quit,
absolutely
though. I mean, it's a necessity at times. AJ Martinez, Mr. D Brown in the house. Firehouse bug time. Huh?
Shout out to DeMond Brown. Yes, because I don't know what the other part is. I am not sure what the other part means.
And then Keenan Fuller says they wrote us off week 1. It's not over.
And we ain't right back either, baby. You know what time it is, Keenan. Let's go.
AJ Martinez says that is my happy face.
That's your happy face.
He looks kind of pissed.
Yeah, you look real perturbed. Like you're contemplating violence. But if that's your happy face, man, express yourself the way you need to express yourself. So all is well.
Fish Momentum, Ambition Live, 11/25, Craft House. Pull up. Rivers on December 30th.
You heard him.
AJ Martinez, no sabotage Cheetah. Cheetah is 10-0 versus the Bengals. Is he talking about Tyreek Hill?
Oh, he's talking about the animal.
Tyreek Hill lost last year against the Bengals. I remember that.
Right.
2 times, actually.
Yeah.
Regular season and playoffs.
It's got to be like a regular cheetah. Maybe he's talking about in a race.
He's talking about Canada. There's the whole Canada in the box with the cheetah.
It's the big one.
AJ Martinez is losing us now.
I don't know. But I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to just roll with it, bro. It's all well like that. Yeah.
Jacob Alessio. He says, I'm here. All is saved now. Peace and prayers to all.
Shout
Thanks,
out
bro.
to Jake. Let's go.
Farron Bradford. Cincy sweep loading. Baltimore sweep guaranteed because Lamar with us. Loves throwing us the ball.
Okay. Nah, man, it's going to be an interesting one. And we obviously, dude, I didn't realize we ain't even started really diving into it just yet. But we got time today, so no worries. But yeah, man, we are in potential or in position for a sweep against the Bengals, but we're going to have to execute it. And we're going to definitely get into that. I think we got a couple more supers, and after that, man, we'll start actually tapping into some of that. We'll see timing-wise.
Farron Bradford, we run the ball on Cincy. That's a huge improvement. Last game, Pratt and Wilson were destroying us at the line of scrimmage. LOL.
Yeah.
Excited for this. Cincy done forgot their place. Let's ride. Mitch version. That's the weak version. How about Deke version?
Oh, as long as it ain't the Russ version. Is your version better than Russ, or how you feel?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Russ was the OG one, so there's an argument that his is the best because he started all this. But mine's the best, maybe outside of his. Mine might be better than Russ's, but I think you got to give a salute to Russ for starting it. I don't know if he purposely started it or not. Okay. It's just someone was recording it while he was doing it, and they're like, oh, this is awkward. Let's throw this up there. And everyone started making fun of it.
This was awkward?
Yeah, and they're like, Russ is trying way too hard with this.
He kept trying to keep it going, too.
But yeah, mine's better than Mitch. It's not even a question. Mitch's, I'm not even going to front. It's pretty soft. He had a nice attempt, though. Steve Dadick 3. This is my cousin. He said, I've made Deke rage quit all my life. This is fake news.
He got you like that?
No. I mean, maybe he's beat me once or twice. He's probably particularly talking about NFL Street. We do NFL Street matchups usually for Thanksgiving and Christmas when families get together. It's fun.
So that's low-key dope, though. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a good time. But I don't remember ever really losing to Steve. I'll be honest with you. I've lost to Nick. He's my other cousin.
Yeah, Nick's cool. Steve can't beat you, man. Nah, I'm with you.
I don't think.
Nah, Steve can't beat you.
I remember some close games.
Yeah, but you got Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou boy.
Yeah, he got you, Steve.
Y'all ever had that Southern banana pudding ice cream from Publix?
Whoa.
Should be banging. Thank me later.
I have
Southern
not
banana
actually,
pudding
man.
ice cream.
Yeah, I've not.
We don't have a Publix here.
Nah, that's down south, man. But anybody from the south, man, they swear by that Publix, especially in Florida folk. They swear by that. Was it Publix and this other one? The Piggly Wiggly. That's the other one. Yes. We've had debates about this.
Kroger's Midwest, right?
Yeah, Kroger's Midwest.
We have Giant Eagle and Walmart.
Giant Eagle. Yeah. We talked about like Wegmans, because that's up in like Buffalo area. But yeah, this has definitely been a debate in NFL locker rooms, man, about these type of places. Because everybody feel like they spot better. You know what I mean? Oh man, Wegmans hit harder than Publix. Oh, Piggly Wiggly better than this. Oh, you ever got a sandwich from this spot, bro? I'm telling you, man, you get a sandwich from here at the deli. Like, bro, what are we hollering about? Yes.
Not gonna front the Giant Eagles around here. It depends on which one you go to.
Yeah.
Some of these market districts, holy hell, you could spend the whole day there.
Yeah, no,
they got bars and little breweries and
filthy, bro.
Yeah, wine.
Market district over in Robinson, man, that's a whole upstairs in that thing. I'm like, yo, what is going on here? Yeah.
AJ Martinez, Deke, sometimes you hide in a box behind a door as Canada hides from the 6'9" cheetah, and sometimes the cheetah gets you.
Sometimes
I feel like AJ
man.
Martinez trying to say something deep here. Like,
yeah.
That's like something I got to keep with me going forward.
That's what it
I
seem
should
like.
write it down and put it in my
What it seem
pocket.
like, man?
Damn.
Nah.
Life philosophy or something.
And you see the food combos coming in. You see shout out to the Wegmans in the world. Shout out to the Krogers of the world. Any Farm Fresh food line can I holler at y'all? All right.
Everyone's saying Publix legit.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate banana milkshakes. Is that a Publix thing too?
It definitely
That's from
could
Stan
be.
Clair.
Yeah.
Baron Bradford. Deke, what game do you think will be Kenny's breakout performance when he throws 3 touchdowns in a game? I think it would put all the naysayers to bed. LOL.
You called it every week, so you calling it this week too, man?
Yeah, this is the week.
This the week? I like it.
Awuzi's out.
Uh-huh.
Bengals defense.
Uh-huh.
Ain't anything crazy right now.
Uh-huh.
Sunday Night Football.
All right. No.
Acrisure State. Oh,
No.
shit, you're right.
Uh-uh.
It's going to be dark at 4 o'clock. Close enough. We got our Kelly Rush jerseys on. It's going to feel like that in the stadium.
By the second quarter, it's going to be dark.
It's going to feel like that in the stadium.
Yeah.
It definitely will. We'll have our Kelly Rushes. Yeah. They're rocking their whiteout jerseys.
Yeah.
It's going to have a primetime feel
bro.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pickett's been doing good at home so far this year. I don't think it's a coincidence. He kind of knows the field a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of history there, man.
Kind of got a good feel for the stadium.
I would agree. Oh, shout out to the Wawa's people too, man. I see y'all in the spot. Wawa's is fire too, bro.
Sean McCartney. Ben said on his podcast at the first play of the game, Kenny had D. Johnson open downfield. Kenny probably doesn't trust him. And I don't blame him. I don't know why that one really got me laughing.
I mean,
maybe it's because we already talked about that, and I wasn't expecting that last line. I really wasn't. He doesn't trust him, and I don't blame him. Yeah, on a pass like that, he was kind of open. I mean, I think you give it a chance.
Well, once again, you know how I said every pass that I could circle of him missing, that I'm saying to myself, this is either you need to make this throw or you're hesitating or it's a bad read. You can still point to him coming back at some point in time and actually hitting it. Same throw he didn't hit Deontay on to start the game off. That's the exact same throw that he hit someone was at in the third, fourth quarter. Same exact play, man. So yeah, like Matt Canada was coming back to some of the stuff, man. That was the other funny part. Like you'll see a concept where Kenny might have missed it, man, or held it, or done something, and it's like, dang, man, that was opportunity right there. And sure enough, man, a couple series later, I'll be looking like, yo,
Matt
that's
Canada's
the exact same play right here, bro. Yes, but the funny thing is, once again, unless you're like looking for that type of stuff, you're never going to like pick up on it that way, because it's just like, oh, this is another play right here. All right, cool, it's nothing crazy. But it's like, no, this is what he's doing. He's very like specific about these things. And like I said, that's why, like, for me, man, like going back and watching it again, like Matt Canada really was in his bag this game, bro. Like the run stuff, the screen stuff, the timing of it, man, like the schemes that he was like the stuff that he was drawing up, bro. I'm just like, bro, I ain't seen a lot of this consistently from you. But if this is going forward, this is nice. We can work with this. Promise you we can.
Big Matt Canada guy.
Nah, I'm a big show me guy. That's why when we talk Kenny, I'm still very hesitant to go where you're going, because I'm like, I see the potential, but you need to show it to me more in stadium. With Canada, I've been seeing this for a couple weeks, and now it's keep building. So that's why I'm a little bit more optimistic when I'm speaking on him. That's all.
I'm seeing Pickett though, constant improvement. And then like even on that Deontay play, first play, I mean, he made a fine read on going to Pickens. It was just a bad throw. That wasn't the best of throws. Maybe the wind caught it. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
You heard all these excuses, right?
Wind might have caught that one.
At the NFL level, that's cool. Until they go ahead and move on. Let you complain about that wind, the gravitational pull, the grass height, and all that other stuff. That's how they work, man. But for him, he still got time. So just, he going to be all right.
AJ Martinez, come on, Steve. Don't take on the Diggler. Who's Steve? Oh, my cousin.
Yeah.
Simon Varndell. Liao is back at practice. Will he play this week?
Technically, he still can't play this week because they put him on injury reserve. So he has what? How many weeks left?
They just got to activate him.
Yeah.
It's 21 days.
21 days, yeah. So
he can.
Well, because, he would have set out last week. So that would have been his first week. And then after that, whenever they activate him, they have 21 days to return. So, I mean, this is really good that, he is already back practicing. Yeah. But since they put him on injury reserve, he still has to sit out for 4 games. So that's the other part of it. How many games has he missed so far, though? It's just been, what?
What, 3 or 4?
No. When did we put him on?
No, actually, it was the Bucs game. We lost them. So it's been a while.
Oh, you're right. Hold on. So, so we got Bucs. You had Bucs by Saints. Or no, Bucs, Eagles by Saints. Yeah. So
Miami. Yeah, Miami was after the Bucs.
Oh, shoot. I'm tripping. Okay.
Yeah, that was Kenny's game back after the concussion with the Bucs.
You're right, because Mitch finished the Bucs.
So what is
game.
that? Is that that's like 4 or 5 weeks.
It's been long enough then. Yeah. So, shoot. All right. Yeah, so
it wouldn't be bad for some defensive line depth.
No, man, DeMarvin Leal, you make space.
And you could put him back
Absolutely.
on his normal position as opposed to having to play outside.
Yes. No, that would be dope, man. So, the fact that he practiced today, then that's huge. Yeah. It could be a scenario where very similar to TJ Watt and DeMonte Casey a week ago. They practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, activate them dudes at the end of the week, and then boom, you got them out there on Sunday. So it could definitely be that case. We'll see. We haven't looked at the was he a full participant? I didn't look to see any of that. I just got the alert, obviously, like I feel like everybody else did, that he was just practicing, but I didn't see the level of participation, though.
Any take on Minka Fitzpatrick potentially playing this week?
No. I will believe that when I see it. Yeah. And what version of Minka also, because I don't want Minka just in the 39 jersey with Fitzpatrick on the back of the day, Minka Fitzpatrick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that version. You keep that version on the sideline.
He tried to play in the Saints game.
That's cool, but it's like, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if I can trust Tomlin anymore when it comes to injuries.
That, yeah,
he said he's very optimistic Minka will play this week, and then I'm just looking at the injury report. He's DNP.
I'm good on that, bro. Like, what do we like? Give me a fully healthy DeMonte Casey and Terrell Edmonds. Like, I'm rolling with that for right now until he is back and he's good to go. I don't want him to be jeopardizing himself or him coming out there and not being fully healthy and then putting himself or the team in a compromised position. Nah, I'm good on that one. Yeah.
Okay, injury report. Najee Harris, knee, full.
Good.
Akello, hamstring, DNP. Most confusing scenario I've ever seen.
All right, wait a minute. Let's we're gonna try to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so Akello Witherspoon.
Did he tweak it again in the Eagles game?
Maybe that was why they pulled him. Maybe they pulled him because the hammy was tight.
Is this like the Kendrick Green injury from last year?
Or is this like the William Jackson injury, right? He said that he got his back was hurting. Rivera says he don't know about that. He was pulling him. And now we got that situation. We're like, all right, maybe it is a real injury. Maybe it's not a real injury. Maybe it is real. Maybe this could be the same thing. Was Akello pulled versus the Eagles because he was playing bad? Or was it because the hammy got tight?
Guess we'll never know. He's DNP, though.
This is interesting, though. DNP. Like, he didn't play last week either.
No.
Yeah. So I'm like, that. All right.
Right, coming off the bye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're off the bye, you didn't play, and now he's DNP today. Okay. All right.
This is after you actually came back in the Eagles game. Yeah. Marcus Allen, illness, DNP.
He's just too sick. Ugh. Let's go.
Minka, appendix, DNP. Devin Bush, knee, DNP.
Okay.
I think he'll be all right. Kevin Dotson, hip, DNP.
I do feel like I'm obligated to say with Devin, though, because Miles was similar. And I was definitely under the impression that Miles was going to play.
Miles
and then it was
Jack
like,
is not on the injury report
did not
right
play.
now.
Right.
So Miles Jack is good?
Right. So I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
He's not on the injury report anymore.
Yeah. because we was definitely like, oh, Miles is gonna be good, and then it was like, oh, he's not playing. What? Like it was that serious? So with Devin, I'm just gonna learn my lesson from last week. Yeah.
Trent Scott.
Oh, a little
DNP.
O-line action.
When did he get hurt?
I don't know. What did he hurt?
Back.
Oh.
TJ Watt. Pack.
What up? I don't know why they
FP.
put Peck. Yeah, that Peck good, man. We seen that boy play.
FP.
What the knee looking like? The knee.
Hey,
good?
is that why he's got the strap around his arm?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What does that do?
Just extra.
He's looking like his brother now. It's not a good sign. JJ Watt's got too many of those things wrapped up around his arms and stuff.
So JJ with the elbow brace.
I mean, he's had that stuff too, right?
Well,
He's had that stuff wrapped around his
The
bicep.
thing is, sometimes they say that you can just wear it if that makes you feel better. Not necessarily that you still need it in terms of JJ with the brace, but for some people, it's just part of their get up. You know, like that's part of it. I had my brace. I wore it when I needed to. Once I ain't need it, just like, yo, I don't need it no more. But everybody's different. But for TJ, in terms of what he has, that's more so to restrict his movement. Because when you're talking about tearing the pec, getting out the framework of your body, anytime your arm is going past that 90-degree angle, that's when you start worrying about it. So that band that you see on him with the like belt buckle, that's to restrict him from doing that. A lot of guys who have like shoulder injuries, you see a lot of like linebackers with it, torn labrums and rotator cuff stuff like that. They'll put those same little straps. So they're usually in black though, so it's like a little concealed. Derek Watt actually wears one too. Yeah, it keeps your shoulders though, man. It's supposed to like restrict you and just keep you a little more secure. So yeah, I probably should have worn mine, man. My joint be still popping in and out low key. Yeah.
Ogunjobi, knee, DNP. He'll be fine.
Yes. And he got off too his past game. I thought him and Cam Hayward, man, they were super productive this last game, man.
I'll go over the Cincy one real quick. Jamar Chase, hip, DNP. I'm assuming he's out.
Still out, yeah.
What? Is this dude, wait, OT? I guess they forgot his last, Leao Collins. They forgot his last name.
What'd you thought?
It just says OT Leao. I thought we had like a print, like a guy with just a singular name, like, Kobe, Prince. They must have forgot his
like
last name here.
Prince.
I was like, when did they get this guy?
And why would the Bengals have a single name guy? Y'all not cool enough for that.
He's just resting.
Yeah.
Dax Hill, DNP. He hasn't even played for them much this year anyway. Josh Tupuo, DNP, calf. Okay. He's kind of like their starting D tackle because one of their, I think it's DJ Reader, right? He's been hurt. Mm-hmm. So this dude's been starting for him. He's DNP. Chris Evans, limited. That's their halfback, one of their backup halfbacks. Trey Flowers, hamstring, limited. Mike Hilton, finger full. Damn it.
All right.
We actually kind of wanted them to be out. It would have been really hurting in the secondary.
That would have been really nice, too.
Yeah.
That would have been really nice.
So they'll have Hilton, Flowers, and Apple. Probably their top three. Awuzi's out for the year.
Yeah. That ain't scary.
No, it's not.
That's not scary at all.
It's not.
I mean, with all due respect, because I ain't tripping on my dog Mike Hilton. That my partner them. But no, seriously though, man, yeah. Like, honestly, man, I mean, we'll get into them obviously because we're about to hop on the phone with TG. But like, they're winning, but it's not this like unbeatable, insurmountable situation they got over there. They are playing better since week 1, but yeah, we're gonna definitely chop it up though, man.
Fish Momentum, a couple more super chats here. Says, y'all invited to the crib. Hashtag Steelers, hashtag be prepared.
Hey, Salute, drop the address in the chat. Don't do it, Fro. Don't do it. Please don't do it, actually. Please
AJ Martinez dropped a C note here.
Whoa, for the culture. Wait a minute. How do we miss this? AJ Martinez.
We're talking injury reports.
Oh, my bad. We had a screen up. That would probably make sense why we didn't see it. Well, AJ Martinez, we greatly appreciate you and support for the channel, man, for the culture. Jeez Louise. Holla.
Yeah, he says for the culture.
Oh, man, let's see. Great minds. We thinking alike, baby. We thinking alike.
Pairmaster Moats. Some AJ advice. People, as a side note, make wills if you don't, and pass the state can take everything.
Yes. So what he's saying is, if you do not have a will, when you pass away, the state will be entitled to your estate if you don't have, like a beneficiary or something directed, or I guess unless you're married. If you're married, then everything goes to your significant other. Yeah. But if you're not married, I think that's what he's specifically referring to. If you are a single person in terms of how you file your taxes, then yes, you need to have that. just written out, or you can go to like LegalZoom. Shout out to them. They make them. Or you can go to like your local lawyer. So yeah, shout out to AJ Martinez for giving everybody some advice on estate planning and final expense planning and all that other stuff. But yes, man, hopefully nobody needs that anytime soon. But I do look at the demographic for the age between some of y'all that watch. So I do know everybody isn't young. Okay. But we salute y'all. We got love for all y'all. Y'all know that. But, just throwing it out there. Boom.
Sean McCartney, Deontay Johnson blamed the wind already this season. Did he?
I don't know.
Do we got that soundbite?
I don't know.
I'd like to hear that.
It's not a good look when you blame him. It's not a good look. Oh, God. I mean,
there's no way.
It's not a good look if he's blaming the wind, bro. I hope he.
Which game was windy?
Let's say, why would he
the
be
Buffalo game, maybe?
What is he trying? It was windy Buffalo. But what exactly are you blaming on the wind? That's what I need to know.
He made some tough catches in that Buffalo game.
That's
I think a couple of them were out of bounds, but
what do you think he's?
I don't know. Maybe he's just making a joke.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we don't want to blame the wind.
Someone tag me on Twitter if you could find that soundbite. AJ Martinez, Todd and the Barbarian in the house.
Shout out to the Barbarian.
My look
and
for the
Todd.
Steelers opponents. I guess that maybe he's talking about his
Oh,
profile
the
pic.
serious face, yeah.
No bueno and John's. What is this? No bueno and the Johns.
And the Johns of sex trafficking. So
blessings to the victims.
So when he's talking about the Johns in sex trafficking, those are the people that I guess are paying for those services. They call them Johns. I don't know what they call the chicks that pay for them services as well. Maybe they're Janes. I don't know. I'm not really well versed in that industry. Okay, but that's what a John is. I do know that part. I watch some type of like criminal shows and stuff like that. All right.
Okay, so he's looking down upon it. He's saying no bueno, no good.
He said it's no good. Yeah. I'm not tapping into that, man. You can tap into that. I'm not tapping into that.
Yeah, it is no good. That's a terrible thing.
I'm good on that, bro.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, he's right.
I was wondering. I was like, yo, Deke, I don't know where you're gonna go with this.
That's what he's saying. I mean, he's trying to look out for the victims. He says blessings to the victims. So, yeah. All right, we got TG then?
Yes, I am getting this situated. And then we shall hit him on the hip. Is he in the car? Is he mobile? That is the real question today. And let me turn that on. All right. Graphic is fired up. And let's see what the homie's up to, man. How long is it going to take for him to bring up Pitt in any capacity today? Uh-oh. He gonna do it to us. He gonna do it, Deke.
Please leave your message.
Oh, he did it to us, Deke. Oh, he did it, Deke. Here you go. He gonna. Hey, man, I just called you, bro.
Wow.
See? And I thought that he was going to call early today, too, because they actually won this weekend, man. You know that?
Who, WVU or his high school team?
And here he go. He calling right now. He calling right now.
Let's hear it.
Hello.
My guy.
Hey, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We thought he wasn't going to make it. But he is here. He did make it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are joined by Steelers, former Steeler linebacker, and WVU Mountaineer, but more importantly, my locker mate, Mr. Terence Garvin, a.k.a. Coach Garvin. How we doing over there, baby?
Doing good, man. Feeling good. How you doing? How you feel?
Man, I feel good, man. First off, I saw W have a really productive weekend. Friday, Saturday, man, there was some good action going on for you guys, man. So you feel good in your hood, right?
I feel good, you know.
Okay.
Big wins this weekend. We look, felt like us again.
Okay.
Side note, I didn't get to say it, but West Virginia won the basketball backyard brawl. I don't know if that got put in here.
Friday night, what you referring to, huh? Oh, okay.
Saying, the basketball backyard brawl went back to Morgantown. You know, the football will be back in Morgantown next year. So,
where's the game? What was the score?
We blew them out.
Deke, can you confirm this, Deke? Yes or no? Can you confirm this?
He blew them out.
I don't know.
Did this happen?
We just move on.
You know that happened.
We just move on.
He know that happened. And Pitt got like a 5-star on their basketball team.
Uh-oh.
He know that happened.
Yeah, the squad ain't looking that bad. I was a little disappointed at the outcome of that one. I thought we were going to perform better.
Really,
I mean, it was close.
Y'all.
It was close for the most part of that game, and then you guys kind
of
midway of the second half started, getting up like 15, 16, 17. And yeah, it was a frustrating game.
Bob Huggins, he run man-to-man all game. Full court press man-to-man. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting.
Shout out to Coach Huggins, man.
What you're getting.
And we did see, like you said, man, WVU football get their victory over Oklahoma. Are y'all bowl eligible now? Did y'all become bowl eligible this week? What's going on in y'all hood?
No, we got to finish out. We got to win out.
Okay.
We got Iowa State, I believe, this weekend.
Okay. But you're feeling good, though?
All right. Feeling all right. We got a lot of stuff going on in Morgantown. We just fired our AD. So it's a lot of change going on. Yeah. So, we'll see how it goes. We're just trying to do what we got to do.
Dang, man. Let me find out. Pitt got y'all firing ADs, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, we don't lose the Pitt.
Okay.
I guess that's like, we don't lose the Pitt. That's like the little brother. Okay.
Fair enough.
What's JMU over there doing?
So JMU, we just got our 6th win. We beat ODU 37-3. We host Georgia State this weekend.
Okay,
yours truly on the call as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely excited to bring the energy.
But man.
It's 6 wins. Technically, we would be bowl eligible if we were, allowed to play in a bowl, but we're not allowed to play in bowls this year. So we're just going to take our 6 wins and see if we can add 7 this week. Just one game at a time.
Understood.
Yeah.
1-0 every week.
That's it, man. That's it. We ain't trying to do nothing too crazy over here, man. Just make a little bit of noise, man.
Did Pitt make it to the ACC championship? No. I think they're not going to make it, right?
Come on, dude. You're keeping too many tabs open here on Pitt. You're paying too much attention.
What happened?
You got to just worry about what's going down in Morgantown. I'm not keeping track of West Virginia like this.
I thought that was the problem. We need to run back a couple episodes.
Why you asking so many questions about Pitt, man? Why you always...
Listen, we're gonna be fine this year. We're gonna finish 9-4. We'll get in a decent little bowl game. Maybe finish 10-4. That'll be an all right season.
We go to the car carrier bowl.
I don't know what bowl specifically, but
car carrier bowl.
You going to
the pinstripe bowl, man. Something like that. Yeah, they'll play before Christmas for sure. What else we got?
It'll be a decent double-digit win season, like not bad in the grand scheme of things.
And back-to-back seasons like that, too,
man.
Yeah,
but with how this Pitt team is, I truly believe they're a solid squad. It's just we got some hiccups at the quarterback position, and we lost some really bad games this year. Like, even with how bad we've played at times, we should have beat Georgia Tech. Like, goddamn.
Save this episode and play it back with that first. You remember how he was talking about the quarterback? You see how he was changed?
Listen,
he was like, man, he's going to win the Heisman.
He needs to play better.
This is the guy.
Yeah, Slovis, man.
Oh, I told you.
Both of y'all, but wait a minute now. Both of y'all came up here hollering about y'all quarterbacks. We not going to act like my memory ain't that bad now. T, both of y'all was hollering about y'all quarterbacks, how you had a transfer and how he had a transfer and how your transfer was better than his transfer and all this other stuff between these quarterbacks. Yeah.
I remember it like that.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Daniels get benched?
Like that.
I think our quarterback got Big 12 Player of the Week this week, I believe. What our other quarterback?
The other quarterback?
The other
one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But no, man, we got it. So all good. So collegiately, everybody is good. Hopefully y'all get a dub this weekend. Pitt feeling good this weekend, right?
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Okay. Pitt feeling good. We got a good one this weekend, man. This is one where I'm excited, man, because, we're trying to see if we can go ahead and have one of them top records in the conference. So that's what we got this weekend, man. So it's definitely going to be a good week. But we got to spin this thing going back to Pittsburgh, kid, baby. More importantly, these Steelers, right? So
back to
we got a chance to see them finally get back in the winning column this weekend, man. Obviously take care of business versus the New Orleans Saints. What was your thoughts on it, man? Just, watching them get the dub and things like that, man.
I thought they looked good. I mean, if you remember, I said after the bye week, I said they'll start clicking.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going exactly as planned. I think the bye week was a good week to get back together. I'm pretty sure I knew they would beat this New Orleans teams. Like I was riding with them, but they got Cincy this week too, right?
Yeah, Cincy, but no Joe Burrow. I mean, excuse me, no Jamar Chase. Definitely Joe Burrow's out there. No Jamar Chase though. Excuse me. And
I think they'll do Cincy this week. I think you'll see it to start click now. You know, I think you'll see that big receiver get in the mix a lot more now. You'll start to see. You know, I think you'll start to see him become the number one. I think you'll just start to see the turnover.
Yeah.
It'll start to give you some promising things going into the offseason. Like, I think you'll start to see that now.
For sure.
I think you'll start to see some wins. It's time now.
Where I got to give TG credit. You talked about this multiple times when we had you on like earlier in the season, is the Steelers got to find their identity.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You think they found it?
I think they're finding it. I think they're right there on the verge of who they want to be. You know, they're scoring points. I think the defense played good. What you thought? How'd you feel about the defense?
Oh, yeah, they played awesome. Outside of that little hiccup drive before halftime, they were lights out.
They look good.
And then running the ball. I mean, that is
obviously
basically Steeler football, obviously. Like the old identity.
Yeah. Run the ball, play good defense, and we're going to score.
And
every drive
you a turnover.
I
need a turnover. Give me a turnover.
Once you get a turnover too, now the other team's panicking. Now you get that pass rush to get to be the pass rush you want it to be. You know? So, I mean, I think you're going to start to see them gel now. I think that's what you'll see. Now you start to judge them. I don't mean to say it like that.
No,
I feel like the first half of this season, you really couldn't judge that team. They didn't know who they were or what they were going to do. They didn't know who the quarterback was. They were just trying to figure out so many questions. Now you'll start to see now the 8 era begins to me, you know? Like after the bye week, I was saying the 8 era begins. Yeah. I think now this is it. Like now you judge him. Like, is this the QB of the total future? Is this the receiver? Who's the number one? Who's really the number one? You know? So now I think you start to get all these answers, these questions answered now, going into the back end of the season.
And now, even though it's a short sample size thus far, your initial thoughts on the offense without Chase Claypool now as well, being that, you know, he was obviously traded to the Chicago Bears.
Yeah. I think to me, let me see how I put it. He wasn't.
I know what you're trying to say because I was trying to do the same thing because it's easy to make it sound like you take him out, everything's better. I'm with you. But go ahead, explain. I'm with you. I got you, but you go for it.
Clears up some space. It clears up a couple. You know, you have just too many things in one. It just decluttered a little bit.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it did. It decluttered a little bit. A little bit of room for I think you'll see 14 blow up. I think now is his time. That's what I continuously say. I see the writing on the wall that now is his time. You know? Especially going into
hope so, man. Because he's explosive as heck, man. We see the potential there.
I think he's a game changer. I really do. I think he's one of these guys of the league.
Yeah.
You know? I think now, you know, time, and they got some time together now. They've been thrown together after practice probably a lot. Like, you'll just start to see it click now. I just think now you'll start to see it click. You know, November, you know, I think this is the time. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion of Steelers football. I think it's going in the up and up. Like, if it's a stock, you could per se, it's going in the up direction.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
Now you judge them. Yeah, you judge them on who they are now. I thought the bye week was like their restart of life. That's who I thought they were going to be.
And speaking of restarting of life, man, we also had a dude, DeMonte Casey, number 23, get a chance to finally make his season debut. Obviously had the interception out there, man, a ton of productivity in the absence of Minkah Fitzpatrick. So just what were your thoughts on him as well, man? I know how you feel about your safeties and your athletes in the secondary. I know in your heart, you still a safety. I know, but to me, you an LB. Okay, but we're gonna call you big safety. You know you big safety. Come on now.
I thought he looked good. You know, he looked like settled in defense. You know, the defense is always a little bit difficult when you come over from a new defense. You kind of got it. Even though it's all running the same, it's the little details inside the defense that make the play. Yeah. So it looked like he was settled in. He felt comfortable. It's exciting to see where he's going to be moving forward in the future. You know, because you can tell he's a key piece to that defense. Like, that's the piece they needed.
Well, yeah, Coach Tomlin said he wants to use
once they get Minkah back. You know, how's that whole thing?
Well, yeah, because Coach Tomlin said he wanted to do more 3 safety looks with those three guys in terms of Minka, KZ, and Terrell Edmonds. But problem is, all three haven't been healthy. Like I said, KZ had been on injured reserve for the first half of the season. Now you got Minka dealing with this appendix situation. It's crazy. In fact, how's your appendix, man? Your appendix good?
Mine's good. What is that exactly? Right.
Bro, we was trying to figure out what does it do. All I hear is bad things about it. You could donate it or it bursts, and then you got to take it out. But I don't exactly know what the appendix does. It's just in there somewhere, man. How your appendix feel, Deke? You good?
I'm good.
Okay,
yeah.
well, cool. All right, just making sure.
Will he be coming back?
Well, so this is the thing.
They're saying maybe.
The team is saying maybe this weekend. But everybody that we have seen in the NFL that has went through the procedure or similar procedure that he's went through has missed like multiple weeks. Where we talk Joe Burrow, he missed, multiple weeks in training camp. We talk, I think you said Ben, he did it before. He missed a couple of weeks. We're looking around.
So that is what Joe Burrow had. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember.
It was appendectomy. Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. I'm hoping that you might know something that I don't know, because I don't know a lot about the appendectomy or the appendix. Okay.
That sounds like a 2-weeker thing.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds like that. 2-3 weeks, you get back to it.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Well, if KZ playing the way he played on Sunday, I think we'll be all right, because he was flying around. He brought another element to that secondary pretty much when he was out there, man. So could be nice.
Fresh legs, ready to go.
Shout out to the fresh legs. You dig? All right. You're right. Fresh legs. Yes. For those that don't know,
he like more than anything, he played confident.
Yeah.
And that's really what you're looking for. You know,
without
he played confident. He wasn't out there trying to not make a play. He was out there trying to make plays. You could see.
Yeah, and he wasn't playing to not make a mistake either. That was the other part too, man. Some dudes come out there and play it too safe, but yeah, I saw that as well, man.
Yo, TG, how you feeling about Najee being still on the roster? You happy we still have him?
Hey, how many times have I told you? I told you what they should have done. I thought they should have tried to trade him.
But you seeing that performance this weekend, man. Chill out, man.
I thought
Chill out.
You knew that was coming up. You knew that was coming. He just put his head down all day. He wasn't playing with nobody. You knew that was coming. Even times he could have cut out, he put his head down.
My man said, I'm running over. He said, I'm running over everything moving, B. Anything moving. I'm going to be on some real run him over, B. If he owes me money, I'm running him over, man.
But I just think the league is just basketball. Like it's basketball and grass, man. Like I just think I love him. I love like who he brings to the game, what he is, all that. He's great for the team. I think he is. I just think those scatty, it's just a scatty type game now. I
mean, we see the impact even from 30, Jaylen Warren, and he is more of that scatty back that you're referring to.
More that scatty type back that come out the backfield. They catch the ball.
That's what the league likes. Whether you're talking to Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Travis Etienne, those are that caliber. I'm with you.
As much as you say Le'Veon was a big back, he was a scatty back.
Bro, scatty.
He
didn't have the top end, but he definitely had everything else that you want in a scat. Absolutely, man.
Yeah. But I love him. No, he's a good guy. He's a good back. He's a good guy.
For sure. So it's okay to keep him for the rest of the we it's cool.
We don't have a choice.
I'm just saying, but it's cool though, right? I know we don't have a choice, but you're okay with not having a choice. You're not gonna be like on the train, like, man, I can't believe we still got this dude. Like that's what we just try to get to the bottom of it.
It's getting colder. No one's gonna want to tackle Najee.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. This is prime time for him now.
I think this is the only thing. It's like the 6 and the 12. Like, if you just become a bruiser, that lifespan doesn't last the whole
it definitely
long.
doesn't. Yeah.
It'll
make him a more effective player, but it definitely shortens his career span drastically. Yes. Yeah.
You can't really just be a bruiser out here. Like, you have to kind of be a wiggle guy. And that's why I say it's just tough. It's just the position. Like, I don't know. It's, you need a back, especially when it get cold. You need a big boy, but it's like, the position is such a scatty position.
Yeah.
Look at Tony Pollard up there in Dallas.
Well, you broke it down in the sense of, yes, you do need this bigger body this time of year, but when you're investing or how you acquire that, That's the disconnect. If Najee's third, fourth round, or undrafted, no one's even having this conversation. But him as a first rounder, that's the different part. I'm with you. Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. It's just such a high value.
Yeah. Now you're right. You're right. So this Sunday, now you already have hinted that you feel good about the Steelers in this matchup.
No.
But let's talk about it some more. Why do you feel good?
I like Pittsburgh this weekend. Okay. I think Pittsburgh's clicking. I think Pittsburgh's I think they're playing better. Okay. I think they're on the rise. I don't think they're a team that's like, I think you'll start to see some of these teams, and that's how I go, they start to just flatten out. You know? I think Pittsburgh's a team on the rise. And you can see it to me, like they're playing way better. They're starting to find who they are. I don't think they have anything per se on tape that's like, this is what they're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're trying to figure out themselves what they're trying to do. So I think it's the other team, you know what I mean? Since he has to figure it out on the fly as well. I think they're going to win this weekend, though.
Okay.
I like Pittsburgh.
What do you got score-wise? How does it play out?
Okay.
It's going to be like a 28-17 type, you know?
Pickett lights it up.
Okay.
28?
Yeah.
Oh, so Pickett having a day. He have having an afternoon.
Pick 6 at the end of the game.
Oh, all right. So at least so 3 offensive tutties, 1 defensive tutty. What you telling me?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I like that. You know?
That works.
Yeah, talk to me. I like it.
Okay.
I might steal that score.
17, 20, he throws a pick 6, they get out of there.
Okay. So it sounds like not only are you believing in this offense, but you believing in Kenny Pickett as well now.
I just believe in the way it's going. You know?
Why you had to clarify like that? What you trying to say, man? you
just believe in the way.
You were real direct with your wording, bro. He was like, I didn't say that. I said I like the way it's going.
I didn't say. I like the way it's going. You know, I like the spark right now. The spark, and I like the spark. I like the way it's headed.
For sure.
Yeah. You know how I go.
No, respect. But hey, you got him winning. You got him balling out then, obviously. So, no, it sounds like it'll be a good weekend then, man. I like that. Respect. You got anything else?
I'm good.
I like it. Oh, how is the squad, though? How is your squad, though? Florida Memorial University, man. How y'all doing right now, man? Y'all done?
We're done.
Okay. How'd you feel, though, man? First full season as a coach?
I felt good. It was cool. Okay. We got better every week.
Okay.
I think that's the name of the game. We got better every week. I got a couple. We had one of our guys shout out. I think he'll get Player of the Year. I don't know if we had enough wins defensively, but he had 25 TFLs and 12.5 sacks. You know, that's a lot.
Okay. No, that's open. Absolutely. Okay.
That's a lot. Salute.
Let's go then. Yeah. Let's go. Well, no, man.
You sticking with the coaching thing then?
Oh, yeah. Good question right there, man.
Just figuring it out, man. We just, day by day.
Okay.
We out here getting better.
Because I pulled up on Vince. I seen Vince, and he looked like he's comfy in that coaching thing. Like
Vince calls me. Me and Vince have game plan talks.
I was about to say Vince he's invested. When I saw him, I said, "Oh, he is a coach now, bro." Like, he's a cool coach, but he's a coach, bro. Like, he got that in him.
You see, Vince at Pitt, I don't think a Pitt, a West Virginia type.
He got a little bit in him. I can see it. So I was wondering. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Good call right there.
We all got the X's and O's. You know how. You know how it is.
But you know how the X's and O's is one thing. It's the dealing with the actual personalities and the highs and the lows of all that. That's a special gift. Everybody ain't got. I don't have that gift. T. You got that gift. Vince definitely has that gift. Salute both of y'all for that. Yes.
Yeah.
My dog, man. My dog.
Salute, man. Salute.
Hey, so we'll do this again, man. As always, stay safe out there in the streets too, baby.
My guys.
My dog, man. Appreciate you again. Peace. Shout out to the homie, my locker mate, the one and only Terence Garvin. Likes the Steelers this week? Likes Kenny Pickett this weekend?
I think I'm stealing a score. I like that score.
That was actually a good score. I was feeling as well.
No, I can't steal it directly. I feel like that's a bad omen or a bad little jinx there. I'll just knock a point or two off each side.
Also, because it's TG, he's probably gonna figure out some way to hold that against you as some like, see, I told you Pitt always following WVU, man. He can't never do that. It's gonna be something like that.
I like that score though.
I
really do. Around that range, I feel it. Yeah.
I like it.
We got Felicia Bellard saying there's a video clip uploaded on Twitter showing Minka doing cardio work on the field.
Oh.
Shout out to Pitt Pigeons.
All right.
So, yeah, DNP, but I don't know, man. Okay. He might be really geared up to play this one. It is the Bengals.
Pull it up. Let's see. No, he definitely got smoked with the Bengals.
Yeah.
We saw that week one.
He
got smoked with the Bengals, bro.
What, the cardio video?
Yeah, let's just want to see what he looks like.
Will that, like, give you a hint or a tip on something, maybe?
Not really. I just want to see how he's moving. The reason why I don't put a lot of stock into videos of him just running by himself is because we know with football, especially in games, it's violent. And it's not just you hitting. It's you hitting, landing on the ground, guys landing on you, landing on them, stuff like that. I just want to see if he's, like, moving gingerly, like what he looks like and stuff.
I think he's got the black hoodie. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a light movement. Staying active. Okay.
Nothing crazy?
Nah. But it's still good movement, though. It's good to see him actually moving. Like I said, I don't know how you feel directly after that type of stuff. But in terms of the physical element of football, that's the thing I'm thinking of, you know? But at least, like I said, it's good to see him moving, though. So shout out to that.
Yeah, he was on the field the next day. I don't know, man.
Let's see, man.
I wouldn't be opposed to him sitting out.
Yeah.
I feel like that the timeline, if it's just a week after you got the surgery, it seems a little soon.
And I'm also like, yes, part of me is like, oh, I get why you're in a hurry to get back. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, what is the difference between you sitting out this week and coming back next week versus you trying to come out here this week and then you really do something? You know what I mean? Or you set it back, whatever. Like, yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the Bengals.
I said, if he's out there, I'm hoping that it works out for him.
Same. I feel the same. I'm like,
you know me.
Usually, how many times am I just like, dude, I hope we can get this dude out there. This one, I'm like a little cautious about. It's like
for
weird.
me, man. I never have a issue when it comes to like me speaking on a guy not playing because I'm speaking on it from just his safety, his long-term health. I do not care about his productivity on Sunday. It's like, bro, is he going to jeopardize himself long term? Because if he is, bro, sit him out. If he's going to potentially re-aggravate it, sit him out. I don't care what he could do out there. If you can protect him from himself in this capacity, man, protect that man. Kind of like with TJ Watt. It's like, man, sometimes you got to protect the player from himself, man.
The story of him wanting to play against the Saints is hilarious.
Like, I'm just like, what are we trying to do here? Do you... I get it because when you're in that moment, yes, we all think like that, and we look at them doctors of your family, and you're like, bro, you're crazy. I got this. I'm good. But yeah, bro, like that's
the Super Bowl. Does he actually play the day after?
Ryan Clark was about to play in Denver, and we knew what that would have done to him, right? So it's not a question of would he go out there. The question is, what would it look like, and what would the aftermath be? That's kind of how I think.
Or would even Tomlin allow it?
You see what I'm saying?
That's
like, yeah, it's not an issue of a dude. Can he put his clothes on and come out there? Sure. A lot of dudes go out there, but we know what the consequences can be at times. That's all.
Back to Supers real quick.
Let's hit them, and then after that, man, we'll finally get into another topic. We've actually hit some topics, so it ain't too crazy.
Sean McCartney. Love that TG said number 14 will ball out and not 18. Dude, Sean McCartney. Put him in the Jacob Malesio, Deontay Johnson haters club.
Deontay at all.
Gorilla mode.
Bro, Deontay be balling though. Bro,
hey, he's looking
you
fine
watch the tape. Man,
outside
when Deontay's catching the ball, man, Deontay is one of the best receivers that we have right now, man. Or even, I was even saying the AFC, man, like not above like a Diggs and a Chase and them, but he definitely top tier.
I always felt he was that way though when he catches it.
It's just the catching part. When he's consistently catching the ball, he is on that. Like he's closer there than he is the opposite direction.
Gorilla mode. Rest in peace, Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Yeah, man. MMA, UFC monster, man. Big puncher, man. Could knock your head off. One of them dudes, man, that was around that time with like Daniel Cormier, John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson, and stuff like that. Yeah, he said he was sick of something, but still haven't like saw all the details of it. But yeah, passed away at like 38, I think it was. Yeah, but he was still fighting, bro. Like he just fought like a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was sad, man. Yeah, it definitely sucked, man.
That's a shame. Sal Mara. Well, with TJ back in the lineup, do you think Highsmith is that good, or is it just TJ's presence?
Well, think about it this way, man.
Combo both.
Yeah, I was about to say, you look at Alex Highsmith when he's had TJ Watt out there, he's accounted for 5 sacks right now? He's been 3.5, or was it 3 or 3.5 that first week?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then he had
2.
2. So
With the
that's
strip sack.
5, or yes, 5.5 right there. He's at 8.5 on the season. And so yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of both. He can still cook on his own, but it's a lot easier to cook when TJ is over there. No different. We saw Bud Dupree. Bud with TJ, man, that cooking was cooking. But without TJ, it ain't really the same. TJ, man, that's a force multiplier, but that's why you pay him the way you pay him, because he is that talented. But it still doesn't take away from what Alex is doing. Alex, the reigning AFC Defensive Player of the Week, also. Shout out to Alex Highsmith for that, man.
Yeah,
But
like the one play, you could see the Saints' offensive line. They're doubling TJ.
Yeah.
That doesn't take away Alex Highsmith putting on some
So if
work
you're-
on
yeah.
the Saints' left tackle.
When
and
you're
giving him a spin move.
one-on-one,
Yeah.
if it's a one-on-one, I want to see you cook. So that isn't a TJ Watt helps you win. That's just, you might not have had the double, but you still got to cook this left tackle. This is a starting left tackle in a one-on-one situation. So it's like, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, nah, Highsmith cooking, man. Yes, indeed. It's a sweet, sweet situation, baby. Love what I'm seeing.
Man, just imagine if we would have had TJ the whole year. They might already have double-digit sacks
seriously,
each,
man.
like a piece.
But the beauty is this, man. We got the whole second half of the season. So what better time to cook than right now? Because this is where you make those runs. This is where you can really make hay. We talk about how people remember November and December. This is how you get paid also. If you get 4 or 5 sacks at the beginning of the year and you don't do that in November and December, man, it seems a little bit forgotten. It seems a little bit longer, away. Whereas when you're cooking down the stretch, they remember that, man. So
The Highsmith situation is going to be fascinating this offseason. If he keeps this up
He's
and he
gonna
can
get
get
paid.
into like the 14, 15 sack range.
bro, you got to pay this man.
Whew.
Yes.
Listen, we got a lot of dead cap coming off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having TJ Watt and Highsmith locked up as our 2 edge rushers for like 3-4 years.
Because I'm
Wouldn't
trying
be
to
the
think,
worst thing.
who are the guys that you have to pay?
We
this
could figure it
offseason?
out with receiver if we can't pay all the receivers.
But that's what I'm trying to feel like just right now. Who are guys that are up for contract offensively?
No one.
'Cause
Literally no one.
you signed Deontay, you traded Claypool, Pat does another year, Najee another year. O-line wise, you got Dotson. He'll probably be the only one because Chooks already got paid. Dan still got time. Daniels and Cole already been paid.
I don't think the Steelers are going to give Dotson an extension, though, because he's still got a
He still
year
has-
and a
yeah.
contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, maybe not.
But no, it's the same as Highsmith because him and Highsmith at the same time, right? They were the same class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this should be their.
Yeah, how does this work for them? Because
Oh, actually,
non-first
this is
round
for-
picks,
Yeah,
don't they only
actually,
have
this
3
is their-
years?
No, they have 4-year contracts.
Is it 4 years?
Yeah, it's 4-year contracts. Yeah.
It's not the 5th year
Mhm.
option.
Yeah, 4-year contract, no 5th-year option. So you pay these dudes typically going into that 4th season.
Is it? Oh, isn't it like the undrafted dudes?
Undrafted dudes are 3
where
years.
it's 3,
Yeah.
and then you could have a weird restricted
yeah.
year.
When
That's
you're
what it is.
undrafted, it's 3 years with the restriction or a team option at the end of it. And that's where you hear them tender guys. When you're drafted anywhere outside of the first, I don't even think it's the whole first. Is it the whole first round, or it's like the top 20 picks, something like that? It might be just. I'm gonna leave it at the whole first round off the top of my head because I can't remember specifically. But outside of the first round, your 4-year contracts, no 5th-year options at all.
I think it is
You
the first
just completely unrestricted. I couldn't remember if it was the whole first round or if it was up to a
Think
certain
how,
amount of
well,
picks
think
in
how
the
late
first
we
round.
drafted TJ, and we had the whole
Yeah.
5th-year option scenario with him too.
For sure. Okay.
Whether or not I don't think we ever got to that point. We just gave
Yeah,
him
we
a
just gave him a
contract
deal.
extension,
Yeah.
but there was talks about it. And then
Yeah.
even like Terrell Edmonds, he drafted like 24, 25, something like that.
I remember. I knew his first round. I remember.
Yeah, I think it is. I think
Yeah.
you're right though. I think your initial
Yeah.
reaction's right.
But I
think
know
it's the whole
first rounders are definitely the only ones that have that 5th-year option. So yeah, so outside of Dotson's the only one offensively that you're worried about like that, and even with him, he still will be relatively low cost. Defensively, like you said, Highsmith.
We might have to re-sign some of these 1 year, like a KZ potentially.
Cam Sutton.
Terrell Edmonds, Cam Sutton. Yeah.
Yeah, those are 3 dudes. Bush, depending on how you feel about him, or Spillane, because both of them dudes will be up. You still got Jack for another.
Yeah. When's Hayward's contract's coming up soon? Ogunjobi on the 1 year.
Oh yeah.
So we have cap space. We're gonna have dead cap space coming
Yeah.
off. We could probably figure something out.
Yeah.
If we gotta lose one of the dudes or something like that, I mean
Yeah.
that just naturally happens in the
Right.
NFL.
Absolutely.
But to have 2 edge rushers like a Highsmith who's in his prime, TJ
Mhm.
Watt's obviously in his prime, that would do wonders for us
Yeah.
for the defense.
Mhm.
12th wonder. got a couple more super chats here. He says, I got those cherry 11s on a surprise drop.
Oh, let's go.
On sneakers.
Yes, sir.
SNKRS. That's a good sign that we'll get a dub this weekend. KPA
Man.
throws 2 tutties. Bet on it.
Nah, if you hit on sneakers, then you probably will get a dub this weekend, bro. Freaky stuff happens when you hit on the sneaker app, bro, because it never happens. You always get a loss. Always. So, yeah, finding a dub on sneakers, bro, and especially on some cherry 11s, bro, come on, man. That's like seeing a unicorn. That does not happen, Deke. That's like rarity. And I ain't talking rarity unlimited. I'm talking like rare. It's just super rare, bro. Mm-hmm.
Richard Hunt, no veterans on offense. Let those boys learn.
Okay.
And 12th Wonder side note, you think Deke can outcoach Mike McDaniels? Or Josh McDaniels? Does one of them have an S and the other one doesn't? In the last name? The last letter? He's got to be talking about Josh McDaniels.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, because Mike doing nice down in
That's what I mean. I would have said no to Mike, maybe to Josh McDaniels. He doesn't seem to be that amazing of a coach. Good coordinator. I could be in that Jeff Saturday role, just leading the troops.
There it is.
Empowering my coordinators.
There it is.
Giving
just
a good
right people around
pre-
you,
and post-game speech. That's really it.
And play the Raiders. There we go. Perfect storm, man. I'm with you on that. Heck yeah. So let's get it. All righty. So now it is time to talk a little bit of the Bengals team, man. We'll start it off by talking about what we like about them. And then we'll spin the block and talk about what we do not like about them. Also, man, for those that are with us, and it's a good amount of y'all, so salute you. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream, along with subscribing to the channel if you have not done so as well. All right, so in the chat, if you could, drop 3 things that you currently like about this Cincinnati Bengals team. And I shall go first. Well, coming off of this Panthers game / bye week, I love their running game, man. Joe Mixon had one of his games, man. Joe Mixon did what he's supposed to do. But as a whole, man, Joe Mixon is a guy that, in terms of him on the field, his running back style, or his style as a runner, something that I've been a fan of since him coming into the NFL, man. So for me, their running game is something that I still I like. I think when they get it going, that's when they're at their best, because it really opens up that offense, makes it really dynamic and hard to just sit back and play coverage on their receivers. But it isn't always the most consistent. But like I said, man, just coming off of the short end of it, yeah, the running game is nice, man. And Joe Mixon in particular is the guy that I'm speaking of with this running game.
Yeah, I'll stick with that because I got Mixon on my list. It's really just more or less the player. Like, you believe in him being
him. Yeah.
a good running back when given good opportunities and the offensive line blocking right and staying committed to the run. Because, to your point, Bengals rush offense has been pretty much shit this whole year. Mixon has only averaged 3.9 yards per carry, but they absolutely went off against the Panthers. 5 total touchdowns, right, for him?
Yeah, and it was like
one of them was a passing one.
40, something like that on the ground. Yeah. But they actually, I felt like committed to it a little bit more as well. Now, part of that was that the Panthers, they couldn't stop it. It wasn't for lack of trying because they play big boy personnel groupings, man. That 46 bear defense where you cover up all the interior guys. And it was literally Joe Mixon one-on-one repeatedly with safeties and corners. That's some of the pros and cons of that particular style of defense. If you got the personnel to do that, great. But if you don't, it's a long day on the secondary trying to tackle a Joe Mixon type of guy one-on-one. But, yeah, man, it was one of them ones for them in that game. So, all right, we're both on the same page with that day. All right, that's all good. All good.
Yeah, their rushing attack really hasn't been that good. I mean,
I'm with you.
Dude, they've only had 2 100-yard rushing games this year.
100%, bro. 100%.
Outside of the Panthers game.
Yeah.
And the one was against us, where it didn't really feel like it was that good of a rushing game for them. And then the other one was against the Ravens, where they only had 101 yards. So it wasn't anything crazy. Everything else has been 60, 70, 80 yards.
It's literally, like you said, Joe Mixon.
I mean, maybe I should have put that in my dislikes. I don't know. But, yeah, Joe Mixon's a good player. And the Panthers game actually worried me a little bit because they don't have Jamar Chase. Maybe after that Browns game, they just thought to themselves, hey, let's run this rock and try to impose our will. And they had success with it. And that's maybe something they forgot early in the season. And they were trying to do all this shotgun stuff with Burrow. Yeah. And these edge rushers, like when the Cowboys and then for us, were teeing off on the Bengals offensive line. And they just forgot they could run the ball with Joe Mixon at times and be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, because Joe Burrow has still been sacked a ton of times. that still hasn't changed. But yeah, the difference was, especially in that Carolina game, it was like, man, they started going and handing that ball off a lot more. It just, to me, I thought it took some of the pressure off their offense line trying to hold up. And even with that, they still were getting beat in terms of Joe Burrow getting hit a couple of times, stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully they will go back to forgetting how to run the ball, though. Or forgetting to commit to it.
And I think we're a different team than the Panthers. I think we're a better defense than the Panthers, too. I think the stats play that out. Panthers, and just in terms of their rush defense throughout the year, they're like a bottom 20, bottom 25 team. And that's even outside of that Bengals game. So, they're not that amazing against the run. So, I think that's the one thing you could hang your hat on. With our defense being healthy, if they want to try to run, we could do some of the stuff that we did against the Saints last week and bottle up Kamara and, bottle up Mixon in this one.
I said, I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I just know what that looked like on tape. That's it, man. All right. The next thing, Joe Burrow, outside of that first game, he's been picking it back up. 4 turnovers the first game? He's had 2 picks since then. I think he's, top 3 or top 5 in terms of passing yardage on the season or something like that. Like, he's putting together, his Joe Burrow type stuff. These past couple of games, he's been a lot more accurate, better decision-making. Still has some stuff that shows up on tape where it's like, man, you could take advantage of this. But as a whole, he's been playing a lot more discipline. He's been helping them out. But it's one of them things where it's like, portion of that was when you have the full gamut, the Jamar Chase, the T. Higgins, and the Tyler Boyd. Without it, recently they were able to go to the Joe Mixon. We'll see if that is still, as prevalent for him to be able to lean on versus him having to actually go out here and try to win it with just T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, because we really haven't had to see that just yet without Jamar Chase because of how that Panthers game went. And they got up so early on them, it was like 21-zip first quarter, 35 points in the first half. It really just skewed the game, so to speak, man. So we'll see. But to me, Joe Burrow, he's definitely a lot better now than he was when we saw him week 1 with the crazy training camp that he went through coming off of the surgery and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's tough to get a definitive takeaway here with this Bengals team without Jamar Chase. Because the 2 games is the Browns, where the Bengals were dismal, and then you have the Panthers
where
game,
they look
amazing. And it's just like, what can you go off here?
It's just like, oh, thanks.
Right, exactly. What can you really go off of here? I'm saying it's going to be more of the Browns.
Okay.
A little bit more of the Browns, because I feel like in that Panthers game, the Bengals defense helped them out too.
Well, they
DJ Walker didn't play
on.
good.
Yeah.
But with the Browns, whenever they faced off against the Bengals, what was that? Was that a Sunday night game or a Monday night game?
Was it?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
But it wasn't like the Browns got away from the Bengals early.
Right.
Bengals were in the game for a good 2 quarters and a half or 3 quarters. It's just that they really couldn't do too much. Yeah. But I don't know how much of that is they just forgot to commit to the run like they did against the Panthers, and that was the whole just breaking point for them in between the weeks. We're like, hey, let's give the ball to Joe Mixon a little bit. We're missing Jamar Chase. And
like I said, for me, the thing that was still surprising, going back to how well Cincy ran the ball against, how well they ran against the Panthers. Most of the time when you watch a team running like that, when you cut the tape on, it's a ton of nickel personnel. It's small ball. It's like how Buffalo plays 2 high safeties. Like, all right, it makes sense why they should run the ball like this. Watching Carolina, that wasn't the case, though.
Yeah, they had a bunch of dudes up on the line.
Yeah, and that's the part where I'm just like, I don't yes, part of this is the Panthers not good, but I'm like, dude, that is not an easy defense to run against, man. It's not. And they consistently just beat the drum against it. And Joe Mixon, it looked like one of his, better performances, man.
Well, I got Joe Burrow, too. I don't really have too much to add. He's like a top 6 or 7 quarterback in the league right now. When you have Joe Burrow, you have a chance. He's their franchise guy. And like you said, his worst game was against us where he had all those turnovers, and he's cleaned it up since. He looks more like the Joe Burrow of old. If anything, a more refined one. Because
it's
even last year, he wasn't afraid to throw picks. But, only 2 picks in the last, 8 weeks?
8 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit more refined with it. And, he's one of those dudes, just like a Mahomes or Herbert, any one of these guys. It could be 3rd and long, and just because you have a dude like Joe Burrow, you're going to have a chance to keep the series going and somehow put points up on the board, even though your defense is playing good and stuff like that. He's just an X factor. So, Joe Burrow.
I like it. And then the last thing I got, man, I got to go talk about that defense, but more importantly, the pass rush. They still got the 2 dudes that are still being productive. Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard. There's still dudes that win. Even when they're not necessarily getting the sack, you still see how they are forcing quarterbacks to play faster. They don't give you a lot of time to just sit back there. They can win their one-on-ones, and that has helped their defense. That's why they're able to do some of the things they're able to do because of how consistent those two guys are in particular. And, yeah, until I see them not playing well and not in terms of those two pass rushers not showing up, I'm going to keep talking about them, man. So, yeah. Bengals in that. Those DN pass rushers, man.
I'm going to go with Higgins and Boyd.
Ooh.
I guess I could throw Hayden Hurst in there. It's not the same without Jamar Chase.
It is not, though, bro. It is not. It's nice.
They're good, though. It's just not the same. Higgins, Boyd, I think they're on pace for like 1,000-yard years.
Both of them
Hayden Hurst, I think he's going to get like 500-600. That's pretty good for a tight end. He's got some sure hands.
It's just missing something. It feels like it's missing something. When you watch it, it's like,
I seriously think with our defense, we could make the Bengals look like what they did against the Browns. I truly believe that. They look so limited. The only stuff that they started doing on offense was garbage time in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. It's different now, man.
I just feel like with our corners, I mean, if Casey's playing like he is, we got Terrell Edmonds playing the best he has throughout his career. Our secondary can handle what they got. Yeah.
But
I truly believe that.
More importantly, less about our secondary handling what they had, because I still don't want to do a ton of just leaving them dudes out there on islands and having them cover for long periods of time. But what we do have is the pass rush to go with that. So even if we don't feel like our guys could just match up 5, 6, 7 seconds, you don't have to worry about that when you have TJ, Alex Highsmith, Cam Sutton, Larry Ogunjobi playing the way they're playing, potentially a DeMarvin Lee out. We'll see. Obviously, like I said, he practiced today, so we'll see what that looks like. But when you have that type of pass rush ability with those type of guys on the back end, now it's really, really, either even or in our favor. And I love that in this particular situation right here, man, because if you can make them have to just solely run the ball, but like we talked about, we still feel like defensively, our rush defense is a better defense than what we saw from the Carolina Panthers. Even though Carolina was committed, we still feel like we have a better defense. So if that is the case and you're able to take that passing option away, now you're sitting here looking at a great situation for us as a team, us defensively, man. And it's, like I said, it's there for us. It's definitely there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we could tee off
it is
on that
definitely
O-line.
There, man.
I don't know if we want to segue right into the dislikes or we want to hit the chat at all.
You're right. So we'll go through and look at a couple of their likes for the Bengals, and after that we talk right into the dislikes because we got time for them.
Rod Dallas says Joe Mixon. I guess he's not a fan of Joe Burrow at all.
Or he's a really big fan of how well Joe Mixon plays on the field.
Remix says they're unis.
The unis are fire.
Ex-Steeler Milton, I think he means Hilton.
Yeah.
3, they don't suck anymore. Makes the division a solid division.
It does. I like our division when we got actual competitive teams and we're all winning, man. Yeah.
Aaron Bradford says inside linebacker, running back, and tight end.
I like the LBs, man. Logan Wilson, he's still a dog. And shout out to Jermaine Pratt, man. He had the pick actually in that Panthers game. Yeah, shout out to him. All right, we got Rot Iron. He says the quarterback, the wide receiver, and the running back. Wonder which receiver. Either way.
Receiving core.
Yeah, they still good. Absolutely. Heck yeah. All right, let's see. What? Said he liked Richard. Maybe Richard Stone is on the dislikes. Because he says fake eggs, no indoor practice facility, and Super Bowl losers.
Maybe that's what he likes, though, too.
He likes fake eggs? What are fake eggs?
I don't know.
Yeah. I know they don't have the indoor practice facility because they practice at, Cincinnati's college campus. I know they do that. Yeah. What's the fake eggs, though?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Over my head. I have no clue.
I was about to say, I don't know about that. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we have in here, though. Oh, you already have Farron. All right. Q says Logan Wilson. Okay, and if all right, well, yeah, looks like we got him.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, all right. So now let's tap into the dislike, aka don't like. What you don't like about them, Cincinnati Bengals? Drop that in the chat one time for the culture. 3 of them things, por favor. Offensive line, I still don't like them. In terms of their pass protection, I still think they suck. And I think that that's going to be a very, very bright spot for us as long as we stop that run. We stop that run, man. I love us against their offensive line and pass protection, man. So that is the absolute first thing that I do not like about them, man.
Yep, I got that too.
Yeah.
32 sacks allowed in 9 games this year, which is 30th in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow's getting hit. He's getting hit a lot.
Hit a lot, sacked a lot.
So that would be the thing. I mean, that's what we did, I felt like. Just with how that game flow went in week 1, with us getting those 7 sacks, forcing us to just, hey, we're bringing the edge. You guys got to pass to try to get back in this game. And we kind of teed off, but then they luckily started to come back a little bit in the fourth quarter because our offense stalled out. But then the Cowboys even did that against them too. So if we could, that's the key. Let's just stop Joe Mixon.
We stop that.
Don't let them do what they did against the Panthers, and then make Joe Burrow get in shotgun, make them start passing a lot. Can our offense get up a little bit?
Yep.
Can we get up a little double-digit lead or something in the first half? And then we just tee off with T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith against this shitty offensive line.
Yeah.
That's a good game plan to me.
I would agree, man. I would agree. All right.
What do you got next?
Second thing, probably no surprise. We talked about them earlier, the corners. I feel like I like us. Whenever I see them, I just like our matchup against them. So I'm going to continue to circle them. All of them but Mike Hill. Money Mike, that's the homie. But everybody else over there in terms of corners, specifically corners, not DBs, not safeties, corners, outside corners. Yeah, I just think they're limited. I think that that's their weakest part. When I look at them defensively, I love to attack that part of them. The problem is their pass rush really helps them at times. It can mask them at times, kind of like what we talked about on our end. The games where we've had our pass rush clicking, we've seen what that can do versus at times where we've seen our pass rush not there and how we have our corners out there on the island sometimes too long, how they can start getting carved up. You look at this Bengals team, Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson help them dudes immensely. When they're able to get pressure and win up front, it makes that ball come out fast. When they don't, you look at them DBs, man, I just feel like this is one of those ones where we should be able to take advantage of it if we could protect.
I think that goes hand in hand with my second one. I got injuries.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
It has plagued their secondary with their best corner, Chidobe Awuzie, going down, and also Jamar Chase on offense. But to play off your point about their secondary, when I watched that Browns game, Jacoby Brissett, when he had time, he was lighting them up. He was throwing darts all over the place. It looked like a new Jacoby Brissett I've never seen before.
Look, I look at him, I'm just like, bro.
Eli Apple's going to be their CB1. I don't know between Trey Flowers or Cam Taylor-Britt who they're going to have, but because Trey Flowers wasn't even
he didn't. What was he dealing with though?
He's questionable right now.
Right.
Mike Hilton.
I thought he was dealing with something. Yeah.
Mike Hilton looks like he's going to play, but between Trey Flowers and Cam Taylor-Britt, that's going to be your other outside corner. It's not that good. Because Trey Flowers was just their depth corner for them this year.
Eli Apple is corner one. Come on, man.
I'm Pickens.
How we feel? Yeah, we like that.
Pickens 10 weeks into the season too.
We
catching his stride a little bit
bro.
too.
We like that. I can't even sit
or
here.
Or Deontay, I don't care.
That's what,
either or.
I ain't gonna sit here that I don't like any of our receivers, whether it's Deontay or George versus any of their corners. I just feel like we've proven that enough in their track record in terms of their their corners specifically, that is shown enough, man. So yeah,
injuries. Just kind of oversees both the secondary and then the receivers, how we talked about. It's just not the same without Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Absolutely different.
Oh, and if you're ready for my last one.
Okay.
In all caps, no Jamar Chase. I don't like that because it limits them, man. He was their X factor. I'm a big Jamar Chase guy because he could just do whatever. You could throw it to him at 3 yards, he can go 90. You can have him run the ball, he can go 90. You could throw in the ball 90, he can catch it. He just would do everything. He was one of those guys that could just get them out of so many situations. He could take your average routine play and make it explosive, make it a touchdown play type situation. So, yeah, with them not having him, that changes a lot. When you watch the 2 games since he's been out, it looks very different than when he was out there and how explosive that offense could be at times. So, yeah, I definitely do not like the fact that they don't have a Jamar Chase for them. Now, if we're talking about, maybe I should have put I like it as well, because I do like it for us. Love it for us, but I don't like it for them because he's a heck of a player, man.
My last one. I'm gonna try to explain this as best I can here.
Oh Lord,
Because you talked about Hendrickson and Hubbard.
Oh no, that's what you're saying. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm with you. I know exactly what you're going to say. Go ahead.
I feel like they're good.
Yep.
If you're not careful, they're gonna make impact. But they're not as formidable this year.
Yeah.
The Bengals as a whole, only 14 sacks in 9 games.
Yes.
That's their defense. That's their pass rush. Not
Hubbard,
that good.
Hubbard's leading them with, I think, 4.
It's 4.
Hendrickson with 3.5.
No, it's a flip.
Or a flip-flop. Okay.
Hendrickson with 4 sacks, Hubbard 3.5. But I'm not really keying in on the edge rushers. I just want to more or less talk about their defensive line. Their defensive line as a whole.
It is, yep.
Because that's where we could run the ball.
Yep.
That's where, well, as I said, defensive line as a whole. If Hendrickson and Hubbard aren't playing to what they were last year, that's when you're going to give the quarterback time. And that's, again, what I saw in the Browns game, and that's how Brissett was able to light them up. So I just think their defensive line is a little bit more down than what it was last year. Because remember when we played them,
bro, last year when
they were lighting up our line. They were getting to bend in the snap of a finger.
But
it just ain't the same.
Who did they have? They had some pieces. They had some dudes. We ain't got that right now. They got the outside piece. They ain't got the inside right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we saw what we did last week against the Saints. Started to find our identity a little bit more, running the ball. So let's do some more of that because I think that's where you can expose this Bengals defense.
Yeah. I like it. All right, so I'm going to go check to see these dislikes for the chat. And also, they said that, I guess Ramon said there was a story around that when the Bengals didn't win, they were serving their players like powdered eggs instead of like real cooked eggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, dang, I know they were cheap over there, so that's probably part of it. But
win against the Steelers specifically, or
no, just in general.
Anyone?
Yeah, I think just
they
in
lose,
general.
They'd have to do that.
Just in general.
Okay, let's see what the chat has to say here.
Yeah, so you say, they get fake eggs if they lose. Everybody's like going in the chat saying it. Yep, when they lose, they get fake eggs. That is crazy.
That's stupid.
It's an incentive, though. You want real eggs, you better win.
So you don't mind that?
If that's how they incentivize them. It's no different than if I pay you $1 million to win. What's the difference? It's an incentive.
I'm just saying, you see us ever doing something like that? Or do you see us taking away the ping pong tables kind of in like the same vein? Eggs, messing with someone's food is kind of something different, though. That's honestly, a little too far.
I look at the ping pong, I'm like, what's the difference? When we win, we get the tables.
When
food, we lose, we don't get them.
Don't mess with a man's food.
He's giving you powdered eggs. You want good eggs? Win.
Can you just pack your lunch?
You could, but that's it. Most players don't want the inconvenience.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna tell you that now. I've seen dudes that they don't even want to put their food in a to-go container. They want it already pre-packed in the to-go, bagged, napkins, everything, bro. Yes. So you gotta remember, a lot of NFL players, bro. You know how I'm always like, bro, I'm down to earth, I'm chill, I'm low maintenance. It's not like it's usually the other way. Usually it's super high maintenance. Like, bro, I need my temperature set at this. I need this type of water. I need this over here, bro. Don't have me film from this. And like, it's usually that type of stuff. So when you're talking about the egg situation, yeah, I could bring my own eggs, but I don't want to. Now you might have one of your young guys bring the eggs. We've done that before. Yeah. But it's kind of hand in hand. It's just a little incentive. That's it.
We got an update here.
All right, what's up?
They're saying DJ Reader might be back. Someone in the chat. It was Connor Johnson.
Now, what did you said on the injury report? What was the injury report looking like? Because you said he was DNP, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Sports Illustrated. This was an hour ago. Updates on DJ Reader, Jamar Chase, Mike Hilton, and others. We're assuming Mike Hilton's going to play. All right, it's saying full participant. Maybe did they just not list him on the injury report? This was on Sports Illustrated. They said he's good to go. Maybe they just didn't have him. I mean, this Steelers injury report is a little wacky. They just had Liao on. They didn't have him on the injury report. That's why we didn't notice it the first time.
Well, yeah, shout out then, man. Well, hey, man, we want all the smoke. We ain't tripping on that, man. Bring him here, right? Yeah? Bring him on right here.
Yeah, that whole injury report's janky. Liao without his last name.
Yeah.
No DJ Reader.
Cincy with the sabotage injury report. You see what they trying to do over here?
Yeah, it's either that or the Steelers guy was making some typos today.
Put it on Cincy.
Okay.
Put it on Cincy. Yeah.
Remix in terms of his dislikes. He says, everyone says their name different and nobody knows how to really say it. Bengals.
Oh.
Chased. Number 2, he says, chased down so we can't beat them full. Now, number 3, he says, now I heard they feed their players fake eggs because they're cheap.
Yeah, the fake eggs.
So he wanted Jamar Chase out there.
Well, I can see because you want full strength. I can understand that.
He wants to smoke.
Yeah, I can understand that. Because
I'll take the win however we can right now.
But that gives them such an excuse. You know that. It's kind of like if we were to have a game with no 7, and the team beat it, like, we ain't have 7 out there. So
no, I don't feel bad for them. We had T.J. Watt out for 8 weeks. I don't feel bad. We had so many injuries we had to deal with. That's cool. I don't feel bad. Yeah. I'll take the win however we can. We're not talking
about feeling bad. We're just saying it don't feel the same. That's all. Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, let's see. Bro, the eggs really took over. It was like 30 egg comments that came in here when we started asking about
Trevor
the eggs,
Lott says pass protection. He didn't even elaborate on his 2 and 3. Just pass protection.
Bag R. Brandon. Shout out to him. He says the O-line, the secondary, and no Jamar Chase. All right.
Gun Mao says Burrow, a.k.a. Budget Kenny Pickett. Burrow, Kenny Pickett light, yeah.
Y'all funny with that one, bro.
I'm not saying much else.
Yeah. All right. All
Maybe
good
the
then.
Jets a little too fond of the Bengals right now.
Understandable.
No. We need some hate. We need some. What do you dislike about them?
No. Maybe we're respecting them and putting them on this
humble
pedestal. So now we feel like our back's against the wall. We just got to go. You trying to take your back off the wall. You don't like fighting out the corner. I can see that. You like to be just like, yo, we the man, we the champ, like we the best. I'm over here like, nah, man, let's keep flying under this radar. We're going to keep back against the wall. We coming out just knuck if you buck. Black Air Force One energy. We're not in the all-white party right now. We at the back door robbing y'all when y'all leaving. That's what we on right now, man. Because I could already see how this thing plays out. We go ahead and sweep them this week. We start getting these ugly wins out the ugly wins. Before you look up, we win the division. It's going to be freaky just like that.
That's how I see it going.
But we got to be on that type of energy. We can't come out here and start, yeah, man, we the best. Nah, man. It's got to be that just janky, just smooth. We ain't talking about it. We just here.
Christian Manzi. Here's a couple. Says, number 1, our receivers versus their DBs.
Okay.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
2, our running backs versus their D-line. We talked about that.
Okay.
And 3, Kenny's going to ball.
Let's get it. Multiple people are calling for Kenny to ball, man. Multiple people, man.
I feel it.
Shout out to Craig Ellis. He says, I dislike the fact they think they are a good team.
They are a solid team.
They're solid.
Are
they good or are they solid? Would you say they're good?
Which one's considered better? Which one's the better term?
Yeah, you're right. It depends on where you're from.
Good or solid? Right? I just feel like they're a solid team. They're 5 and 4 right now. They do have some weaknesses that we pointed out here in the dislikes. They're solid. I mean, they're going to be in the playoff mix when the season ends, I would assume. Like, even if they lose this,
I know they're
going to be 5 and 5. Like, worst case, they're going to be at like an 8 and 9, 9 and 8 record. Best case, maybe after we beat them here, they go on a little bit of a run and get to like 10 and 7 or something, 11 and 6. Who knows? But yeah, they're a solid team.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. I mean, Joe Burrow is a big part of that.
Yeah,
even with Jamar Chase being out, Joe Mixon, they got good players, but their weaknesses. We talked about the defensive line. We talked about their cornerbacks.
Their weaknesses are our strengths.
Yeah,
and that's the beautiful part. Like when you get that type of situation, it changes a lot for us, man. It helps us out in a major way.
And I feel like our defense can match up against their offense, particularly now without Jamar Chase. As much as they could be confident in a Joe Mixon or Joe Burrow, well, your line sucks, and you could be confident in your receivers. I feel like our defense can match that, if not best them. Not seeing much else here.
I'm about to say, I didn't either. All right, then. Let's go ahead and roll to the next thing then. Should be preview time then, baby. Let's see, man. We keeping the whole thing, man. It's kind of like Wednesday, Thursday action, huh?
You want me to hit the? We got a couple super chats. You want me to hit these real quick
you hit
before
them.
that?
Yeah, you hit them, and then we'll transition to the preview.
Sean McCartney says, "Oh yeah, love Johnson, especially the -5 yards after the catch." He's got what are those called? The signal wristbands, the QB call wristbands.
Oh.
He's got it lit up right now with Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson. Negative yards good. After a catch drops.
You know how it is. But I'll say that's a good thing for Deontay. You want people like that. That means you're doing something right, baby.
Fish Momentum. He is vengeance. He is the night. He is Batman. Rest in peace.
Oh, you talking about Kevin?
Conroy.
Yeah, Conroy the other day. Can we talk? What is that? Monday we talked about him?
We didn't talk about him at all. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, we did. We mentioned it. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. Dude, you read it off. Heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because the from the video games, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or no, it's a video
cartoon.
Game? It's like it was like one of the original like OG ones though for the voice part. Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the super chats.
I like it. All right. So now let's get to this here preview, baby. Preview time. Well, I'm feeling good, baby. All right. So first off, I think we got some good situations going on in here, as we've obviously been breaking down some of the things that we like about this team and we don't like. But the advantages that we are definitely going to have, or that we should have on paper, our pass rush should create havoc from start to finish. The return of TJ Watt, with the way that with the way that the reigning AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Alex Highsmith, is playing right now, man, I think that we're able to dominate them in terms of that pass rush element, man. And when you're doing that, we saw week 1, even though Joe is still a heck of a player, when he is under duress, when he is forced to play faster and he doesn't have his full gamut of weapons, man, you can take advantage of him at times. You can force him into some turnovers. And even though he's only had 2 picks since our game, it is not like he has not put some balls out there that still could have and probably should have been picked. That's the other part of this thing, man. So for me, man, I do feel like we will be able to take advantage of that with our pass rush. The second thing are those turnover opportunities. When you're looking at them on tape, they have had some balls where it's like, yo, if you catch this, that's a game changer. We know what we have here in Pittsburgh in terms of guys that are capable of creating turnovers. We even saw it directly last week, right? You bring in Casey, he gets a pick. His track record shows that, though. Levi Wallace just adding to what he's been doing. Our corners, Cam Sutton, multiple interceptions. We know we got guys that can turn the ball over, and that's just from a pass perspective. Not even talking about what we do in terms of punching at balls, forcing fumbles. And we know when we get sacks, we don't just get regular sacks either. We put the ball on the ground when we get these sacks, man. So them turnover opportunities are going to be there. And we talked about their corners. Our receivers, man, they should dominate this. If we got the time that we are supposed to have, if Chooks and Dan can hold up, our receivers are going to have favorable matchups, man. They're going to be able to be running free at times, man. So to me, when I think of those 3 elements, I'm like, yo, we got to take advantage of that type of stuff right there. Some of the things that obviously we're going to have to be a little bit more cognizant of, and it's not even just things, more so the people. No different we talked about with the dislikes. We know who Joe Mixon is, because it's less about the running game as a whole, more so about him specifically. Whether it's the weak screen game, but he make a guy miss and get running, and you're like, bro, that wasn't a crazy route, but you missed him on the screen. Now he's a handful. Like, it's that type of stuff, just man. Make a tackle. That's it. It's that type of stuff. We tackle him, we're fine. When you allow this dude to get north and south, man, he's coming downhill, it's a lot of dudes that just, they finding ways to not make them plays anymore. So
I don't think we got any of those dudes.
I don't feel like we have them either. But the problem is, when I was just watching that Dagon game and I'm watching these DBs try to hit Mixon, I'm like, bro, they turning it down at times. I don't feel like we got those guys. But it's the problem of me just watching it on tape, and I'm like, yo, they started turning that thing down.
You asked me last year, maybe that's a different story. Not this year. This defense is different this year.
They got tired of hitting him. They got tired of hitting that man, bro. So for us, I don't anticipate that happening, but that's definitely something we need to be aware of. Joe Burrow, because he can get hot. When he gets hot, like you talked about, bro, he has that X factor, that it factor element of it. That does still show up. But I still feel like our pass rush is the X factor to his X factor. We talk about some of these elite quarterbacks historically in the NFL, and when we're like, they're unbeatable, and then we're like, well, what happened? Why did they lose? Oh, the pass rush got to him. Brady and this unbeatable Patriots team. Giants pass rush getting to him. Mahomes, man, unbeatable squad. Tampa Bay pass rush getting to him. You know what I mean? Like, we can go down the list of all these like elite players, God tier guys, where it's like, man, how do they struggle in these type of matchups? The pass rush. And that's what we're bringing to this table, man. So even though I do feel like Joe Burrow is going to, be one of the guys we got to be alert on, man, we still should be straight on that. And like I said, man, they pass rush is cool. More importantly, their edge. We should be good, though.
Yeah,
we should be good, man.
If we don't pay them mind, they're good players. Henderson and Hubbard are pretty good.
Yeah. I don't want to singling up our guys on them too much, but we've shown just these past 2 games, especially against the Saints, some of the stuff that we can do to irritate those guys. Some of the stuff that we did versus Cam Jordan. It was like, hey, man, just line up a tight end over here. Just line up a tight end over here. Just have Jalen Warren on the way out bump this dude. Or just have Najee fast release over there to make him have to take a little bit tighter of a rush. Little things like that. Switching up the launch point. Oh, okay, now we're going to block him. Okay, this time we're going to show him run fake. All right, this time we're going to leave him unblocked, but we're going to run away from him. Like all of these different looks. So he's constantly thinking, going through his mind. We can do those same things against both Hendrickson and Hubbard. I think more so for Hendrickson than Hubbard. I think he's definitely the better player of the two.
For sure.
But if I'm thinking, hey, man, how do we just mix it up on him? That's the guy that you're more so worried about. But as a whole, I still feel like we're going to be fine. And based on what we've seen from Matt Canada on tape these past 2 games, he's been showing that he can do this. So hopefully for him, he go ahead and execute these things, man. But I definitely am feeling good about this for us, though, man, because of the things that we're going to bring to the table and the areas that they're struggling in as well.
I like it, too. Yeah. Score predictions?
You go for it, man. Break it down, Deke. How is it going for us not tomorrow, on Sunday at 4:25 p.m.?
Pickett's undefeated at Acrisure this year, right?
Sound about right?
I think they technically give him the win for the Bucks game because he started it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just won against the Saints. Undefeated. 2-0. And that continues this week. He'll be 3-0 after this one.
Let's get it.
I do think, I keep saying Pickett's going to light it up. Yeah, he played good last week. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
But I really do think this is the one where he puts that stamp on and says, listen, I'm the quarterback of this team. Follow me. Let's go on a second half run.
Okay.
Let's try to make these playoffs.
Okay.
Because of not only the matchups, but I do think it goes back to some of the stuff we talked about earlier in this podcast, but also even on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Might have missed some stuff. Might have missed some explosive plays that were out there in the Saints game. I think he's a good learner. I think he's a good student of the game. I think he takes this stuff seriously. I don't think he's going to want to miss those chances in this game.
Yeah.
I think he gets... I think we scored 3 touchdowns. Did they all come from Pickett? Fuck it. Yeah, I think they do. They all come from Pickett.
QB sneak one of them, right? He got to get one QB sneak. I don't care what you say. He getting one QB sneak.
Sure. Actually, yeah. 2 passing. 2 passing and 1 QB sneak.
Sure. One of them things, man.
Sure. You're 100% right. I do think we get 2 or 3 deep balls.
No, facts.
Either to Pickens or like we saw last week with Deontay Johnson. I think he's able to connect to Freiermuth a little bit over the middle. Jalen Warren. I mean, I just think we're going to get pieces of the offense that we saw last week. We saw Warren catching stuff out of the backfield, making plays. Najee Harris running well. I think that's going to continue. Pickens, Deontay Johnson, we know what they are and what they mean to us as receivers. I think that all continues. I just think it's going to be a little bit better because I think some of the stuff maybe Pickett missed last week, he's not going to it happens. It happens with quarterbacks. Yeah. Quarterbacks miss. But I think it's going to be less this week, and Pickett's going to take advantage of those opportunities that present himself. I think the defense is just going to be lights out. I really do. Joe Burrow, is he going to scare you here and there? It's naturally going to happen. You got to be on your P's and Q's. But I really believe in this defense with T.J. Watt being back and us being pretty much healthy across the board. Miles Jack should be back this game. We're probably going to be missing Minkah, but if DeMonte Casey continues to play like he did against New Orleans,
doing like that, bro,
I'm not as concerned. I mean, Akello Witherspoon being out, that's fine. James Pierre's been playing good as, one of our backup cornerbacks coming in at times. But we got Cam Sutton, Levi Wallace playing at a high level. I think we'll be good, bro. I'm feeling... I really like that score by TG, man. 28-17.
Are you going to follow the WVU Mountaineer? You almost home? Almost to heaven?
I'm going to go...
Or you almost Oakland?
No, I'm going to go 27.
Okay.
He said 17 for the Bengals.
Yes. Yeah.
He said 28-17. So I'm going to go 27.
16?
Oh, my God. That 17 is the right number.
You know it is.
Damn it.
You know it is. That's
McPherson misses an extra point.
That's sweet spot, bro.
McPherson misses an extra point. He's been missing some.
Okay.
He's been missing some this year. He hasn't been the McPherson of his rookie year. So, 27-16. Steelers win.
Sure. All right. I like it. I mean, defensively, dude, I'm right with you, man. This is one where I do feel like Joe's going to make plays because Joe Burrow makes plays. Mixon is going to have some stuff, but I still feel like we're going to be better against Mixon, man. And for some reason, I feel like anytime since he plays us, they get cute. They don't try to just run the ball. I feel like the times when they've actually had success. But
last year on the road, or when we were on the road.
We went to them, right. But
we lost
they
by 40.
hardly ever, when they're playing against Pittsburgh, do they commit to that. They get in this, pissing contest, so to speak, and they try to win it through the air, win it with their quarterback to prove what they have. In the past, it was foolish when it was Dalton versus 7. It's like, bro, y'all only lying to yourselves. We know we got this guy. But even with Burrow, it's kind of like, man, you're taking away from one of your best players, man. Like, let this dude run the ball. Hopefully it will continue in terms of them neglecting to run the ball, because that's what the series has been with them whenever they're going against us, man. So I definitely like that. For us offensively, though, I do feel like Kenny will continue to get better and will improve. I don't know if I'm ready to crown him and say 2 touchdowns through the air, nothing like that. But I do think he does get 1 through the air, because watching him, the mistakes that he has made, he does clean up. Now, granted, he might clean this mistake up and now this pops up, or that goes away and this pops up, but that is a part of his development. The one thing is, though, that he is consistently getting better. The command, the trust. We talk about the difference, right, in terms of, okay, some of the weeks before, he wasn't necessarily missing some of these guys. He was taking the chance of hitting them, but the turnovers were there, right? Last week, it was like, hey, man, he was clean with that rock, but he ain't take as many chances. He missed some of those dudes, right? So I do feel like he's going to continue to find that balance back and forth. And this is one of those ones where he's going to have opportunities, but more importantly for him as a young player going through it, sometimes it's like this, man. You go through it in the stadium, and it happens, and it's so fast you don't even peep it. You watch it on tape, it's like, all right, I got it next time. You come out there, and it's like, dang, I still missed it, but I saw a little bit of it. Then that third time, now it's like, bro, I'm ready for it. I got this, and now it's hitting. For Kenny, I feel like he's getting closer to that part, where it was like, okay, the first time, he didn't even have a clue this dude was there. This time, it was like, I could even watch him on tape where he sees it, and it's like, or it's like a little bit too late. This is that next part where it's like, okay, you've seen it a couple times now. You're getting like your eyes are getting used to the speed. All of that college stuff, man, it does not matter, because it's night and day in terms of the speed. But his eyes are starting to catch up, and that's the part for me where I think will help him even more so. But for me, man, I do think that we're also going to be able to have success running the ball more importantly. I think that we're not going to lose sight of that. I like this version of our offense where we do keep Kenny lower 30s in terms of attempts and running the ball and being more committed to it. I think that continues. And I do think that we get out of this stadium. I think it's tight, but I got it 24-21 us. I got it going away.
Matty Ice.
Game winning field goal.
Matty Ice.
Hey.
Matty Ice, baby. How long's the field goal?
I said it's going to be one of two things. You ready for this?
41 yards.
Are you ready for this?
42.
Either we hitting that thing from about 35 going in for the dub, or we've had the lead and they started coming back and we down that stretch like, Lord have mercy, somebody make a play. It's one of them. I don't know how it's going to go just yet. I'm leaning.
So they have the ball with a minute.
Correct.
We're up 3.
Yes, I'm leaning
TJ
towards
Watt
that.
Strip sack.
Yeah, because I don't personally want to put Matt Wright in that situation. 425 or prime, because it's going to turn into a night game. We know it's windy. You said that last week. You said that last week. I'm cool on that. Okay, I'm not buying it. So I don't want to put him in that situation because I don't want him to get the same type of hate that Kevin Dotson got. Think about that, man. And we actually like Dotson. We don't got that much invested in Matt Wright. Matt Wright come out here and miss a field goal to win the game, bro. We're going to lose our mind. All right. So I don't want Matt in that situation. So I personally have it where we're probably up, 21-14. And then we get that field goal.
When does he make the field goal?
Early in the fourth.
Okay.
I don't have us doing a ton late. I have it like we already up and we're feeling good, but Joe gets hot. You know how Joe Burrow gets. He gets hot. Garbage time. We're like, oh, all right. Oh, but it's kind of crazy now. But then we settle it at the end, whether it be strip sack or they can't get the onside kick, something like that. But I don't want Matt to have to kick the game winner. It could just be he made it earlier in the game. And
it was
just
still a clutch kick.
Yes, it was clutch. We needed it at the time, but it wasn't the make or break. You missed this, we're going to hang you. We don't want that for Matt, okay? And I just feel like our fans at this stage right now, we can't handle a miss late in the game. We're not ready for that just yet.
Oh, he ain't missing.
You said that last week, but we're not ready for that.
Smoke.
You said that last week. We're not ready for that just yet.
Ready.
And shout out to Johnny number 5. He also brought up the fact that we are in color rush. You know how we doing
7-1. Only loss was with Doc Hodges against the Bills.
And that's when you was over here talking crazy about that game too. You was talking about Duck. We was talking about Matt. You see the similarities?
I stand by my takes. Then I was wrong.
That's cool, man.
It played out not the way that I planned, but
I'm just talking about the confidence you had in Duck. You was trying to throw on Matt Wright. Don't do that to Matt in the prime time. Come on, man, don't do that to him, man.
Duck had it, bro. Duck had
until
it.
he didn't.
Yeah, he
did.
Same with Matt That's Wright. The problem.
And the same with
we
Matt
had
Wright.
That game.
Matt Wright had it until he didn't. You catch my drill?
We had that game. Yeah. All he had to do was not throw that pass across the sideline to Tre'Davious White. Yeah. We were up. And we were driving.
It was good.
Just keep running the ball, playing some good defense.
We was feeling great. Man.
We were doing fine against Josh and their offense.
Heck
we were
yeah.
doing
We were
a hell of a
good.
job.
We were good. Until we weren't. And I blame you.
But I think that was the game where Josh Allen officially clipped Duck Hodges and started.
So that was it?
Yeah, I think that's when he started.
He needed the head-to-head.
Kind of going up in the top 15, top 10 of the quarterback rankings. I think that was the game where he really flipped the switch.
I didn't know you had Duck so highly rated as well. He just had to.
He was like.
You had to see it in stadium, huh?
Duck was a NA on the QB rankings at that point because it was just such a wild card. There was a vibe. There was a chemistry that Duck Hodges was bringing.
He was your right-in guy. So you got your right-in ballot. He was your right-in guy. You were like, you know what? Top 10, give me Duck Hodges for the moment.
No, it was just it was a weird scenario because I think we went 3-0 with him. It wasn't perfect. I mean, it was ugly at times, but he was getting the job done. It was a vibe.
We were all a part of this movement because we didn't know what we were going to do. It was our first time without 7 in a long time, and we knew we were going to have him for the whole season. No, he can come back out. It was none of that. So that we were just lost. Yeah, but it worked out though, man. It worked out until it didn't. But either way, for Matt Wright, he's going to hit his field goal. I don't need it for the game winner. I don't need it, and if it happens, great, but I don't want him in that situation personally. But I do think we take care of business. I have it 24-21, man. All righty. And it looks like we got score predictions coming in from the chat. If you haven't dropped your score prediction, make sure you drop that in the chat as well.
I got to read this one from Damon Brown. He says, I hope I can find a Pickens Color Rush jersey in Pittsburgh. The pro shop doesn't have it.
Probably the team store. If you go to the team store on game day, they probably have it in there.
Well, I'm with Damon Brown, though. If you're going to get a Pickens jersey, I think it has to be Color Rush, right?
I mean, I rock with the Color Rush.
Pickens Color Rush?
Yeah.
It just goes hand in hand. I think you need it. That's what I was thinking, too. Like, if I get a Pickens jersey, I think it's got to be that one.
Yeah, and I don't think we're changing our Color Rush anytime soon.
No. Yeah. And I like the whole theory of having a jersey that the player actually wore. So,
yes, good
officially
call.
After this game, Pickens will have worn the Color Rush jersey.
Good call.
Okay. Craig Ellis, 17-10 Steelers. He's got a low scoring affair.
Okay. I do feel like the low scoring does benefit the Steelers. I feel like if it's a shootout type concept, I don't necessarily like that, but I don't think that I just don't see how I could get to that personally. With the way our rush is now, I don't see us getting to that type unless Joe Burrow is out here on some just like Superman, like
probably some fluky stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. But then I'm thinking fluky from personnel receiver wise. I'm like Jamar Chase was that like dude that could really just change the dynamic. I think it'd be us doing stupid
stuff like a pick goes through our hands and the Bengals catch it. That's what it would
like
be.
the Nelson Aguilar, or was it
the
Nelson Aguilar and the Kelly, like that type of stuff would have to happen. Yeah.
Christian Manzi, Steelers 33, Bengals 17. Revenge for last year.
Okay.
CM Punk 31-17 Steelers.
Let's go. I got Tony Wait,
CM Punk changed the prediction. He said 28-14 initially. Then he bumped it up a little bit. 31-17.
Feel more confident, man. You got him going, man. Shout out. All right. Dang, who was I just on, bro? Going.
I got Jacob
Tony
Glenn.
V. There we go. All right, Tony Tone V, because it's definitely a V, not a Y. But he says 27-20, Pittsburgh. Got Damon Brown in the house. Shout out to Damon. 42-3, Steelers. And then also Richard Stone, 34-12, Steelers. All right, pass it back to you.
Matt Penn America goes crazy. 21-24. Wait, does he have us winning or losing?
Yeah, you're right. Because yeah.
Now it's Matt. So he's
like
a combination of Captain America. Yeah. Captain America.
Oh my gosh.
Forceworks 7 says 30-23 Steelers. Jamie Carlo. I like this score. Maybe I could have went with this one. 28-20 Pitt. That's a good one. I just feel like our defense is going to do pretty good against the Bengals here. I don't see them getting 20. I really don't. Thad Radcliffe. 38-13 Bengals. Steelers can't score in the red zone. I think that was literally the first Bengals prediction there.
Oh, yeah.
38. Come on. 38 on our defense right now. Come on. No Jamar Chase.
That's that.
No way.
The way that could happen though, we would have to have turnovers offensively. If we're turning the ball over offensively, they score on defense.
It'd be like how the Panthers looked.
Yeah, because that's literally the Panthers
game.
Yeah. The Panthers, man, they was going 3-and-out, pick. Yeah, that changed the dynamic, man. No.
Nick Y, 17-14 the Berg. He's got it low scoring. DC Steeler, 2017. Pittsburgh runs the clock out. Just kind of like last week, I guess.
Victory formation. It's a beautiful thing.
Last one I got, Dane Fowler, 17-10 Steelers.
All right. I like it. All right. I think we got some super...
Hold on. We got Byron Nelson, 23-21. Matthew Wright, game-winning field goal.
Oh, Lord. And you went 3. I knew you would. Ah, shit.
Johnny Numba, 26-16. I'll say another one. Toskowski, 24-16 Steelers.
Why y'all trying to put Matt right in that game-winning situation, man? Yeah,
I'm not trying to. I just think he's built for it.
Open end zone.
I'd rather. Yeah, we'll be. He's good, man. I think he's a good kicker. That was a little bit of an outlier last week.
I think he's a good kicker as well.
I don't
think he's boss.
In terms of like putting him in that situation or not. I'd rather us be up 20 and I mean, it doesn't have to come down to that. I just feel like if he's called upon in this game when we need him, no matter when it is. Even if it's a kick before halftime or something, or if it just so happens to be the end of the game.
I think this is the difference, Deke.
Middle of the game, whatever. He's going to deliver. He's going to deliver this week.
Maybe it's my PTSD.
Scubby.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe, because I've experienced the Swisham in between before Boz, and it was just a lot to deal with, So maybe that's why I'm not as confident. And seeing Matt Wright last week just kind of reminded me of that. So maybe that's what it is for me. Hopefully, I'm completely wrong, and Matt is the best thing since sliced bread. Shoot, maybe we'll give him a $50 million deal. You know what I mean?
Best thing since Boswell.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Well, Boz was the best thing since Sweesh. Think about that. Yeah, that's it. That's how it happens. Man.
I'm not saying, man. I'm not taking Matthew Wright over Boz when Boz comes back.
That's kind of how you was make. I thought you were saying
best thing since Boz, because Boz is out right now. We can't use him, so
I thought
he would literally be the best thing.
I thought it was
Boz.
like the Wally Pitt,
how
Boz came
back.
over.
No
Sweesh got hurt. Oh man, Sweesh, we love you. You got the new deal. Oh hey, now you shoot Boz. Like I know where you was going with this, man.
This is a good opportunity for Matthew Wright to try to get a solid kicking job for another team.
Okay,
I think he's good though. I think he's good since he was available. I thought he was the guy for us to pick up.
Think about it, man. We didn't had what? 2 kick. Randy Bullock. He was here during that time frame. He didn't got a job somewhere else.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, but that was during that same time frame. But to say, well, you can come through and get you a job somewhere. That'll work.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And he'll deliver for us this week. Yeah. And I mean, Boz is gonna be out for another like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Unfortunately, yes. You got a growing that he could borrow.
Have faith in Matty Ice.
Yeah.
All right. In terms of super chats, is it Fish Momentum? His vengeance. No, I said that.
No, you
one.
said that one. It should be.
One.
Is it Sean McCartney?
Yeah, he says, let's help Johnson. Maybe get him some new gloves. Jacob Alessia. Najee definitely went to sleep for a second. Shout out Steeler Girl. It was that hit we were talking about at the end of his big run, huh?
But then I think I saw someone say he got the wind knocked out of him, laying on the ball.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Jacob Alessio. Y'all go get Moats' book. You won't regret it. I promise.
Oh, no, man, from the heart, baby. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you.
And that is the last one.
Oh, righty. Oh, I don't even know what the next topic is. Let's find out real quick. Wait a minute.
Those are our picks.
Stack your paper. Yes, indeed. Shout out. I was like, yo, what are we going to next week?
Scouted some of these games before I came in, too.
Oh, Lord, Deke. That's what we on now, man. Deke said, I'm tired of losing.
What I'm thinking is, since we didn't do picks last week, maybe you just give me a win. You felt like you would have given me a game back or something, right?
I don't remember that, actually. No.
Didn't you say that last podcast? Like, if we actually would have done picks, I would have picked up a game or two?
I really don't remember. I'm more of like a present tense guy. I don't like to like.
No, that's fine. I said ball online. I said ball online.
We're going to find out. We'll find out this week at the ball lining out, right?
Hey, listen. You know how we talked about.
Let me pull up my list, too, man. Make sure you don't get me, you know what I'm saying, why I ain't
give you a wrong line.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about Pitt Hoops. They're facing off against number 20 Michigan right now. They're only down 4 points.
I thought you had Pitt going to play JMU basketball or something, man. I was going to say, come on, man, let's get after that.
We're only down 4 points. Not bad.
All right.
Improvement from last week. I mean, it's early on, though. Let's see how it goes. All right, first game tomorrow. Packers. Oh, what are the records? I guess it's the same as the last one, huh? It hasn't really changed. No.
I went 3-1. So whatever our I'll pull it up. Hold on. I got the picture.
You got to add the last.
Yeah. Whatever our last one is, 3-1 for me. So
Hold on. I need to make sure this is it's
oh no, it's accurate. It was definitely 3-1.
We got to double check. I know you were 3-1. I want to make sure we're on the right.
I'm pulling up the last picture. Yeah, the one from week 9 where I was 34-19.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, so that would make me 37-20.
Hold on, I gotta make sure it's the right on my screen too.
Yeah. November 6th.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. In fact, you posted it. You just invited me.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went 3-1 with the ones. Okay, so what am I at? I'm at 20 and
you're
17.
20 and 37.
Yeah, why did I say 17?
Yeah.
20 and 37.
That's not so bad, though.
It's bad.
It's
pretty bad.
The
season's waning
you've had
right
better
now.
days, sure.
The season's
it's
waning.
not terrible, though, man. It's not terrible. Yeah.
I need some big swings here.
You got this, though, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you want to do with this one? Thursday night. Packers at home, -3.5 against the Titans. I can't believe the Packers are favored in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just the home field advantage. It's usually what they do with 3 points.
Sure, I'll go Packers. Is that what you want? I'll go Packers, man. Don't bet against Aaron Rodgers. I won't bet against Aaron Rodgers. All right. Woohoo. I'll go Aaron Rodgers.
You want the Titans?
No, I'm going to go Packers. I'll go with them. I'll take the 4-6, man. Besides, a brother-in-law team, it's for the culture.
I don't know if I want the Titans.
Oh, I thought you really wanted. I'm like, man, I don't personally like either of these teams.
+3.5.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because
You're getting points. That's crazy.
what with the Titans?
Yeah, you said they're getting points, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You want them?
No.
You believe the Packers found something then last week?
No, I just don't really know what I'm getting with the Titans right now. So, worst of two evils, let me bank on Rodgers. That's kind of my thought process.
Is Tannehill back? Yeah, he played last week. Wow. They did beat the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. That surprised you, huh?
Not really at this point.
Bro, that was what did it for you. It was like, yo, they beat the Broncos. Wait a minute. It's like,
No, the Titans, they know how to play their game. It's one of those things.
Do. The quarterback is the wild card for them.
Packers are so up and down.
Yeah.
Like Titans kept it close against the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. Titans, their only wild card is the quarterback
Their
situation.
team can travel good, especially with the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
You're talking yourself into Tennessee.
I'm like getting 3.5.
I feel like I'm giving you a dub with the 3.5 points.
Like, what am I missing with the Titans? Like some big
and
injury
what am I
had to
missing
have
with the
happened.
Packers? Because I'm like, bro, why are they giving them points? Like
Who?
No,
it's the opposite. The Packers are -3.
That's what I'm saying. So the Packers are favorite. That's what I don't get that. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are they giving points to the Titans? Like, I don't see them as being.
That's what I'm
favorite.
thinking too
Yeah.
when I look at this.
That's what I'm like. What am I missing? Because I don't know what I'm missing.
You could take the Titans in there.
I don't like the Titans in this matchup, but I don't like the fact that
if I take the Packers, would you take the Titans?
No, I would take the Packers if I have to.
So
bet
we would just
on
have
this.
to move on.
Correct, because I don't like either one, but I will go with Rodgers.
I need to make some big swings. I'll go with the Titans. It's Thursday night.
There
game.
we go. It's gonna get janky either way.
It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get janky,
you know what?
Bro.
For
Thursday
them
night
to have
gets
Derrick
janky.
Henry.
Yep. Thursday nights for certain gets janky, baby. Now you give me something to watch tomorrow. All right.
I got to pass on this one. I've been betting against the Bills every time, but they're playing the Browns. I want nothing to do with this one.
Okay.
Unless you want the Browns. +8.5. They're saying big time snow up in Buffalo.
No, it's supposed to be like crazy. It's supposed to be like, I think like 30-something inches. Yeah. Nuts.
So we skip it on this one?
You know I'm definitely picking Buffalo if I had to.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the Browns. Colts at home. +7 against the Eagles.
You roll with Jeff Saturday. I'll take Philly coming off the L. First L of the season, too. Washington cracked the code. Taylor Heineke. He's the answer. He's the X factor.
No, that was Eagles.
Nope.
Watching a lot of stuff.
Taylor Heineke came through, and he is the guy. He's the guy. You saw that running game. You saw Scary Terry. There's a lot of holes in that Eagles secondary now. Yeah.
Colts might have found something though too.
Come on, they got Jeff Saturday now, man. They knocked off the Raiders with a whole new coaching staff, convincingly. Mm-hmm.
I'm tempted. Let's go back to that one.
All right.
I'm really tempted.
Okay.
The +7.
Because I'm saying, man, Washington cracked the code, bro.
I'm not saying the Colts are going to win. I think they can keep it close.
They cracked the code, bro.
Eagles have playing in close games. It's not like they've been blowing everyone out.
You seen it? And they started turning the ball over, too. You saw it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of that was just stupid.
Nope.
It wasn't
It was real. It was real. They were turnovers.
Some of that was just fluky. Stupid
Especially your boy. Was it Quez Watkins? I'm like, bro.
No.
The dagger, and then you get up and drop the ball.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Some of it was just stupid.
My man had it for 60 to end it. It was like, oh.
Jalen Hurts tried to do that Minka throw again.
Oh my god.
Didn't end up good for him on that.
Yes, he did.
Let's go back to that one.
Okay.
Let's see what other picks that we got for the rest of this week. Patriots at home -3.5 against the Jets.
I'll take the Jets.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take them.
I'll take Pats.
Yeah, so you say.
I hate those points. But
I get 3.5, right? Yeah, I'm getting 3.5. I'll take that.
Yeah, Belichick he'll take care of Zach Wilson in that offense.
He probably will.
I don't like the 3.5 though. But
that's the only
fine.
reason that I even thought about it. It's in New England though.
It is,
and that's
in New
a benefit.
England.
That's a huge benefit.
Yeah, I think this is just like a Belichick masterclass. They win like 21 to 3
Belichick in New England. What time is it? 1:00 game too?
Yep.
I actually don't like this, but I'm gonna roll with it though.
Yeah, you said it.
I'm gonna roll with it. I ain't. Come on, man. Once it's out there, it's out there.
This one's interesting. Ravens at home -13 against the Panthers. Panthers +13. I'll go Panthers. Baker Mayfield's back. He's familiar with the Ravens.
13.
I will go Panthers.
13.
You want the Ravens?
I don't like 13. That just seems aggressive. 13?
It is.
Is it really 13?
It is.
13. I don't like that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. 13's a lot. That's a lot.
You don't want the Ravens then?
Let's come back to that. 13,
Okay.
that just seems like a lot though. Like I
agree.
I like it, but it's like 13. If it was at 10, 13, like that's a lot, man. That's
Giants at home -3 against the Lions. Lions coming off of 2 back-to-back wins.
No, this is my issue. Saquon is who I'm gonna roll with, but I've been liking the Lions too. Remember, I've been picking them in some of these picks too. And I got a connection, man. My dog, Calvin Shepard, man. He got my linebackers up there. He got them boys playing right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to roll Giants. Yeah.
It's at New York. That's what I don't like about this. If it was at Detroit and Detroit was getting +3, I'd probably lean there. But I want to stay away from this.
Okay, because I was rolling with Saquon again, man.
Falcons at home -3.5 against the Bears.
Give me the Bears. I roll the Bears.
I'm done with the Falcons.
Dang. You said they always cover.
I'm out on the Falcons.
You said, man,
they had a good run.
They always cover, man.
First 4 or 5 games of the season, I'm out on them. I would do the Bears with the points too, because it's going to be one of those games.
It's going to be Justin Fields. He's going to get some runs off.
Maybe Falcons do win, but it'll be by like 3 points. It'll be like 31 to 28 or something like that. Yeah, because Fields.
I'm rolling with
close.
Fields. I'm definitely going to roll with Fields in that matchup.
Yeah, I could see it being a shootout, but that 3.5, that's what I mean.
That's
like
the
even if the Falcons win by 3, that would mean a Bears victory.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that. Texans at home +3.5 against the Commanders. Oh my God.
Give me the Commanders.
I'm going the Commanders. They're gonna keep going with Heineke.
As long as it's Heineke, I like him. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll skip that one too, I guess.
You said 3.5 though, huh?
-3.5 for the Commanders.
That ain't enough. Yeah, I'd still would. Yep. If it was like 6.5 or 8, I'd have been like, oh, you know what? Give me the Texans, but 3.5 now.
How the mighty have fallen. The Saints are favored -3 against the Rams. Saints are at home.
Ew. I actually hate this matchup.
Cup's out.
I don't like anything about this matchup, bro.
Matthew Stafford, full practice.
I do not
Stafford
care.
have a
I hate
huge
this
game
matchup,
here
bro.
without Cooper Kupp.
I absolutely hate that matchup for either side. Like, I'm trying to think what angle I would take, and I'm just like,
yeah, because you could see Rams, they're dead to outs. No one believes in them anymore. They suck. But then they just have like this resurgence game out of nowhere. On the road, Matt Stafford playing.
And I can say the same about the Saints. I watch the Saints, I'm like, and then I can see them come out here and just start hitting on some stuff. Pass rush ain't hitting them the same. Like,
You don't want either team.
I'm good. I'm good. And it's probably
What if I took Rams plus 3?
Is it Dalton again too? I'm good either way. I'm good.
You don't want Saints minus 3?
I don't want any of that. I'm good.
No, the AFC West toilet bowl. Broncos minus 3 against the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
Broncos at home.
Give me the Raiders. Give me tears, Derek Carr. I want that Derek Carr where he's talking about, hey man, it matters when you talk about what some of these guys are going through to play, to take out there and put their family on the line, put their bodies on the line. Like, bro, I like that energy. I got Carr. How you feel, man? So what's up? Make a light of yourself, baby. Huh? Make a light of yourself. You riding with Let's Ride?
No,
You've been in his corner, though. Even when people were mocking him.
I'm out.
Even when people were talking about him not playing well, you were like, no, you respect this dude. He got it still.
See you next year, Russ. I'm out.
Oh, man.
I think that Carr post-game press conference might actually mean something to the Raiders.
No, I think it will, though, low-key.
Like, and they got plus 3. I'm out on this game. No, I'm out. I'm done with Russ. I'm done with Broncos. No, we're good. We're good on these picks.
See, I like betting against the Broncos. I will definitely bet against them.
I'm out.
Nope.
Vikings. Oh, this one's a conflicting one for you. Vikings at home, plus 1.5 against the Cowboys.
But it isn't. It is, but it isn't. It's Kirk and Justin. It's that simple. It is, but it isn't. I don't even care what the points are. I'm taking the Vikings. I don't even care what the points are.
Vikings are dogs.
Even better.
At home.
Even better.
Plus 1.5.
Even better. God. Even better. I'm rolling.
What time is this game? Why at the time?
It's 4:25. 4:25. CBS. I got you, baby.
You got it on NFL.com.
Yeah. 6-3, 8.
I'll go opposite just because I need to start getting some games on here.
We go.
I need to start making a comeback. But if that was Sunday Night Football, the Vikings were winning that 100%.
No,
well, actually, I don't know.
The Vikings would lose.
That's a cancel out. Yeah. Cowboys losing on Sunday Night Football. That's a staple. But
hey,
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk going to choke in prime. The 4:25 has me iffy. But because it's 4:25, I'm like, 4:25 Minnesota, we be all right. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good on that one.
I'll go Cowboys. They really need to win this game after losing to the Packers. Vikings, a little cocky right now.
No, I'm hoping that they don't come in overconfident. But I'm rolling with Kirk. Kirko chains. You know Kirko. You know Kirko. Come on, man. You know how my dog Captain Kirk getting it in out there. You feel me? You see what he get the... And you know the gritty God. You know Mr. Gritty himself. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, they're getting cocky. Steelers, plus 4 against the Bengals. I mean, we're both going Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Chargers, this is the Sunday night game that they flexed us out of.
You feel some type of way about this.
I'm even more pissed now because, dude, you just got to see the Chargers in primetime last week. Their team's not good. They're injured all over the place. This is really what you swapped us out for?
Justin Herbert, though.
Dude,
Herbert
wait.
Versus Mahomes.
Actually, my point is being shown right now in the books.
Okay.
4-point spread in Steelers-Bengals versus a 6-point spread in Chargers-Chiefs.
That is fine. What are people,
Vegas and these sports betting books, they think the Steelers-Bengals is going to be a closer game.
What do people want to watch, though? That's all I'm saying.
Sunday Night Football is making a big mistake.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I want Chiefs.
Oh, now you want Chiefs. What's the spread?
-6 Chiefs away at Chargers. I don't know what the verdict is on Keenan Allen or Mike Williams right now, but I'll go Chiefs.
How much did the Chargers? Let me see how much they got beat.
It's probably gonna be a home game for Kansas City.
No, probably. Well, I ain't tripping on that. And I think the Chargers will lose. I just need to see how much they're gonna lose by. So I'm gonna.
LA is at home for Sunday night football.
See when they lose, what's their fashion of losing? You catch me, Drew?
6 points, man.
Yeah.
6 points.
Man, I did this the complete. I just could have done this way simpler, Deke. I don't know what I was doing. All right, let me just need to get a couple. Just need a couple of you know.
You need to scout a little bit.
All right. That was pretty close right there. That was it. Okay. So San Fran was a good L. All right. Close dub versus the Falcons. Okay. Oh, who cares, man? Give me the Chargers. All right.
+6.
I'll roll with them. 6 points. Who cares? Why not?
Works for me. Last one, Monday night. Cardinals +8 against the Niners.
Niners. Hold on.
Really don't want anything to do with the Cardinals right now.
8's a lot, though.
Is Kyler back? Is it the Colt McCoy show?
Yeah. Because if it's Colt, I like the 8. If it's Murray, I don't like that.
Jeremy Fowler says Kyler Murray could miss another week. How about we just stay away from this one? And it's saying Colt McCoy is also day-to-day.
Oh, even better. Yeah. Give me another one. Yeah. We can do that. Put that on.
What?
We do that. I'll take San Fran.
You want Cardinals?
I'll take San Fran.
No. Yeah, if anything, if we made this play right now,
I'll take San Fran.
you might be getting a value because the spread's going to go up to like -15 once they announce
take San Fran.
Kyler Murray being out or Colt McCoy both being out.
Yeah, we can roll with San Fran. We can roll with that. That can work.
Okay, the ones we had tabs on. Colts versus Eagles. Colts +7 at home.
How many games do we have picked thus far?
I think a decent amount, probably 4 or 5. We could go through the list if you want.
Let's see, because we
Chargers, Chiefs, Vikings, Cowboys,
Packers, Titans.
Yeah. No on Ravens, Panthers. I got Patriots over Jets.
Okay.
So how many is that?
That's 4.
I think that's it. We had 2 we wanted to go back on, though.
Yeah, we want to go back and look at
Colts,
Ravens.
Eagles.
Yeah, Ravens, Panthers.
Is that what it was? I'll do both. I'll do the Colts +7 if you want to do Ravens -13. Colts at home against the Eagles with the +7. Ravens -13 at home against the Panthers.
You know what? Let's make it interesting. Why not? All right, so I got Philly, and I have Baltimore.
Yep.
All right.
The favorites.
All right, I got Philly and Baltimore.
I got the dogs. Panthers +13, Colts +7. A lot of points I got there.
I am not Philly. This is Baltimore. That's the one that got me. I don't know why I feel weird about Baltimore. 13, bro.
It's just a lot of
That's
points,
a lot of
and I don't
points,
think
bro.
Baltimore's like that amazing
That's
this
what
year.
I'm saying. That's a lot.
Panthers
of
coming off that
points,
embarrassing
bro.
loss. You don't think they're going to want to make up for that?
Steve
Baker's
Wilkes
playing.
is
It's not like
pissed.
PJ
Yeah.
Walker's playing again.
Yeah, Steve Wilkes is gonna have them dudes like
Baker's familiar with the
pride in it,
Ravens.
man. Yeah.
Yes, I like those points there, actually. That is it for the picks, though. So I guess that was a total of 6 games then?
Yeah, 6.
We added those last 2?
That works. That's bro. You go 6-0 this week, man. That can get you right. That's a
That
big
gets me like
move.
10
in
games
weekend.
back, I
That's
think.
a big move right there.
11
man.
games back. That would be
Yeah.
26-30.
Yeah, that's a big move.
No,
man.
26-30. I keep on trying to botch up my loss
Yeah.
side of the record.
Yeah.
I first said 17, then I said 30.
6-0, man. You can do it, dude.
Anything's possible.
No question, man.
I'm not giving up on myself.
Yeah, and
A lot
trust
of
me,
season
man.
left.
I'm
There's
taking.
like how many weeks left? There's
we
like
got plenty of time.
8
Heck
weeks.
yeah. And that's why I'm like, bro. I'm taking some chances this week. You know,
I don't know why.
we'll see. Just cause it's fun. I like to have fun. I'm a fun guy.
And you never know.
You do never know. Who knows?
Especially
It
with
could go 6-0.
when the spreads are involved, it's just like
Yeah. Because there's definitely been some ones where I'm like, I don't feel as confident, and I turn out a dope week. So yeah.
Did I not say when the
Yeah.
Jets played the Bills? I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is a terrible one.
Yeah.
Jets
And
won
then they took
outright.
care of it. Yep.
Well, I think that's it. I'm not seeing any more super chats here.
All right. Well, shoot.
Someone's saying Russ is the worst trade ever. Stan Clair.
When you look at all the factors right now, I can understand why you would make said statement. Could definitely understand it.
How about this call? Uncharted saying Justin Jefferson, best player in the NFL. MVP. I think Mahomes got the MVP front runner right now.
Because he plays quarterback, yes. But you can make a case for Justin, though. Consistency, the numbers, the surprise element of it, too, because it's in Minnesota with Kirko. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can get it. I see both sides of it. Yeah, I don't hate it either way. I mean, yeah, I can make a case for it. Yeah, Justin's a heck of a player, man. You see what he's doing? You saw what he just did to the Bills last week, man. Put some respect on it, man. He's like that.
Stan
Absolutely.
Clair's with you on the Chargers.
Yeah.
He says they're going to win it outright. So you don't even need the +6.
Bro. I'm rolling with Herbert, bro. I just feel like he got some of that in him.
He's got some gas for that.
He got some of that
at home.
He got some of that in him, man.
Even though
He got some
it's
of that in him.
going to be like 60-70% Chiefs fans.
That's fine. You always say that like that's not new for them, though. We know for the
That's going to be
Chargers.
so depressing.
I'm sure at first, yeah, but then you get used to it. It's like, all right, cool,
Every game's an
whatever.
away game.
Yeah. Like, it's got to be really uncomfortable the first time. I know when I was in Buffalo, the first time we had the Steelers fans take over the stadium, it was like, it wasn't even a full takeover. It was like, it was too close, though. It was definitely like 50-50. It was way too many terrible towels, and that was the first time that I'd ever seen that in Buffalo. So it was like, all right, but I've never experienced that again. Definitely experienced it in Pittsburgh. AZ a little different, you know. But for him, that's probably all he knows since he came to the NFL. He was playing in that little like miniature stadium the first year. And
No,
then,
that was Rivers.
no, I'm saying for Herbert has. Oh, you're right. No. He didn't get the
Yeah, because
small-
we played.
Yeah, he was in
Rivers
the
out
opener.
there.
You're absolutely right. You're right. Yeah. So, but all he knows though is that though. Yeah, that's all he knows, man. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That's it for the show, I guess, right? Unless
Heck
you got
yeah,
anything
man.
else.
No, that's a
you wanna
vibe
say?
there, bro. Yeah,
Hey,
I
Matt
like
Canada wants to interview you.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He does.
Yeah.
There's Matt Canada in the chat right
Uh-huh.
now. Nice podcast, Arthur Moats. Would love an interview.
Yeah. In
Wait,
fact,
does he want us to interview him?
he wants to interview you.
Really?
Yeah, he gonna call you up. Y'all could take play calling tips. Like you could give him some stuff.
I
you can give him
tried doing
stuff,
some
you see what I
jet
mean?
sweeps in Madden yesterday with Mike
Yeah.
Wallace. It was terrible. Lost 15 yards.
Hey, you know, funny thing though, it's actually a lot of teams that run the jet sweep, bro.
I saw the Bengals doing
Yes,
it with
dude.
that.
It's a lot
who
of
was it,
people running
Taylor?
that. Yeah, they a lot of people with the jet sweep motion or running jet sweep. I'm like, all right, okay. I mean, I get it. We just feel the same way because we see it all the time here. But it's out there though, man. Yeah. So shoot, man. All right, no supers, nothing else. I think we are good. That is a vibe. So no show tomorrow. All right, that'll be it for this week. But we'll have obviously content dropping here and there, man, over the weekend and stuff like that. If y'all let the game on Sunday, if y'all see Deke, holla at that man. You feel me? You already know where I'll be at, man. The Great Hall hosting Donnie Shell is my interview this week, man. 90 minutes before kickoff. I'll be at the Great Hall. It's right next to the Team Pro Store inside the stadium. Free for anybody who wants to pull up over there. All you got to do is have a ticket to get in the stadium. But yeah, I will have Donnie Shell, the Hall of Famer. Shout out to Hall of Fame, man. We had a chance to talk to him before he was a Hall of Famer too, man. That was dope, man.
Yeah.
But he'll be the guest on Sunday, man. So yeah, like I said, if you're down there, man, pull up. You'll definitely see Damon Brown. He's always round the way. Shout out to him. Yeah, but other than that, man, stay safe out there. Like the stream. And until next time, baby.
Peace.